Sometimes you got to pop out and show them. Show them what? Show them that they still not like us, will never be like us, and can never be like us. And we don't give a damn how they feel about it. Foundational Black American culture, foundational Black American excellence, and all the Tethers is scared right now, Drake. They having nightmares right now, Drake, and all the Mayos are having meltdowns right now. And guess what? Foundational Black Americans, we don't give a damn. Certified salute. Let's go to work.
That's our motto. We want freedom by any means necessary. Yeah, I might be anywhere, but when I leave, you remember I said the last words on my lips. I am a revolutionary.
There they go. Who run it? What's up, family? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's going on? I want to see what the family's up to right now. How y'all doing in the house tonight? Welcome back to the Black Alpha Network. Y'all know what it is. They know what time it is. I see the whole family's in here. We already got the roll call. Yes, indeed. I see North Carolina. Yes, indeed. South Carolina's in here. You already know Georgia in here. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love to the whole family, y'all. This is what it's all about. We're going to have a very, very special, very, very exquisite episode today because we're going to break things down from a real FBA on code standpoint. Remember that, y'all. We codify. So everything we're going to do is going to be wrapped around our excellence, and we're going to run everybody out the paint. I see y'all, Dallas. What up? Certified salute. I love Dallas. Dallas is a beautiful, beautiful place. I see the Bronx in the house. Shout out to everybody. There's just this foundational Black American energy that first off it swept through the United States of America, and then it just started to sweep through all the other continents, took over the whole goddamn globe, the whole planet on lock. And once again, we're all here and we're talking about FBA. Remember that, y'all. It don't matter what they saying, good, bad, or indifferent. They talking about FBA. You know how it is. Dogs for life. Oh, yes. And rest in peace to my dogs right here. Rest in peace, Hunter. Rest in peace, Swagger. Yes, indeed. And it's certified family all damn day long, man. Certified salute. This is what it is right now. We are the talk of the town. Everybody's talking about Kendrick Lamar. Everybody's talking about the Super Bowl. Everybody's talking about the halftime show. And you got a lot of folks out there, they faking the front, they hating, they out here on that BS. But guess what? They know FBA's front and center. You got the Republicans, you got the Democrats, the liberals, the conservative, but they still talking about FBA. We said it's all eyes on us. We said it's every single thing to do with foundationals. And guess what, y'all? We here again, and they still talking about FBA. They was talking about FBA during the election. We talked about that. Mass deportations. Can you come help us, Black folks? We was talking about that. Now we sitting here right now, and they talking about Kendrick Lamar. They talking about Compton. They talking about they not like us. We are still being spoke about more than anybody. Again, it's all eyes on foundational Black Americans. You can't run from it. You can't hide. You can't escape it. Every single thing that you do, you're going to have to mention us. And that's what it is, family. We don't give a damn how anybody feels. Let me ask you on the chat. Do y'all give a damn how any Tether feels about foundational Black Americans? Do y'all give a damn how any Tether feels about Kendrick Lamar's performance? Do you give a damn what the Mayos feel? The MAGAs feel? Do y'all give a damn? Because newsflash to everybody, FBA don't care. We don't give a damn what you think. We don't give a damn what you say. You can say whatever you want. You're still talking about us and we still handling business. See, when you handle business, you don't give a damn about nobody else. This is what it is. You can cry. You can have a breakdown, a meltdown. You can go all the way around. We doing that right there. Family, isn't it funny that when we sit there and we win with a smile, these folks get mad and upset? You know why they don't like that, y'all? Because they remember a time when Black folks would get all emotional. Y'all remember the emotional era? Y'all remember when Black Lives Matter was running around here wanting to have these long, gated conversations? No, we need this because the way you treated us and how you treated our people, we want an explanation for it. We don't give a damn what you feel. This is the no F's given generation if they haven't got the memo. This is have your MAGA meltdown, your Mayo meltdown. Somebody said the other day, I don't know who you are. You said it in the chat. I see you. I remember it. Somebody said, hold your own Miracle Whip. So family, they've been out here holding their own Miracle Whip. They've been out here holding their own burritos. They've been out here holding their own chicken chow mein. Everybody is, because we don't give a damn, because we know where you're coming from. You're coming from a place of jealousy and envy. You're coming from a place of, I wish I was as good as them. I wish I could walk like them, talk like them. I wish I had the style of them. You're coming from the place of every day when you get on your goddamn knees, you put your hands together and you look up above, you pray to God that you can have an ounce of foundational Black American excellence. And then you open your eyes and find out no matter how the hell much you pray, it ain't gonna goddamn happen. Because there's only one foundational Black American, that be us. There's only one certified Black society, that be us. And there's only one lineage that the whole goddamn world is talking about every single week, and that be us. Certified salute to the fam. We about to go to work, y'all. Let's break it down. A lot of mixing and matching, a lot of things people are saying, but we're going to go ahead and say it ahead of time. We don't give a damn. Keep talking about FBA, and we're going to get to this goddamn money. Checkmate. Family, Kendrick Lamar went out there and he put on a show. And the show was exactly what we've been talking about for quite some time. We told them they not like us. We let the whole world know they not like us, and they still haven't got the point. Well, after this broadcast, guarantee they will. Let's go to work.
It was the Crips and Bloods walking in the formation of the American flag for me. It was the niggas sitting on top of the basketball court hoop for me. It was Serena Williams Crip walking for me. It was the way they kept dropping the hint at not like us. Like, are we going to do it? Do we not? Are we going to do it? Are we going to do it? Are we going to do it? Are we not? Are we going to do it? It was him looking straight into the motherfucking camera when he said, say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. It was the way game over was spelled out in the crowd when he said, turn your TV off. Kendrick Lamar is definitely with the culture feeling, and baby, this gave me chill. It was the Crips and Bloods walking in the formation of the American flag for me.
Tell it how it is and read them like a teleprompter. What else?
A lot of you non-Black Americans are upset about Kendrick Lamar's performance because you don't understand our culture and who we are. A lot of you who are not Black American believe that, oh my God, it's okay to be disrespectful to them because that's what our colonizers told us to what they do. No. If you don't understand the references of Samuel L. Jackson being the Uncle Tom and the colors of the dancers and the movement of how they dance and the stage, how it was presented, it's because you haven't done enough research on the culture that you love to absolutely absorb. In the end, y'all absorb us. We don't absorb you. Point blank, period. Whatever Black Americans say goes, that's what y'all follow. From our literal inventions, everything from a blood transfusion to Vicks Vapor Rub to a cell phone to music to art to fashion, you all follow. And that's okay, because when something's a shit, it's a shit. But why do you motherfuckers think that you have an audacity place to disrespect us? That's where I have a problem, and many others do. In the end, you are not us. Everyone has benefit from us. Everyone has gotten something from us, but you're still not us. And that's completely okay, because when it comes to Black American culture, different doesn't equal bad, but still, you're not us. So understand that. If you don't understand Kendrick Lamar's performance, that's cool. If you don't like it, that's still cool. But watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
You damn right, you damn right, you damn real. They know what it is. We know what it is. And now the whole goddamn world has to deal with it. Family, we've been talking about these folks having to deal with it for quite some damn time. And that's what they're doing. I couldn't have put it any better my damn self, okay? It ain't for nobody else. The same way that how we walk up and down the street ain't for everybody else. You can't have an opinion on FBA. You ain't strong enough. You ain't certified or thorough enough. You need to worry about your own community, okay? Becky need to worry about why Brad is grabbing her by the damn hair and whooping her with the Toby Keith CD. That's what they need to worry about. FBA is straight, all right? Julio Romero Gonzalez, he needs to worry about why Sanchez Selena is over there banging his best friend at the taco truck. FBA gonna be all right. Mr. Mutombo and Mr. Lumbumba, y'all need to worry about why your village is on fire and you got a new colonizer every week. FBA gonna be all right. Speaking of be all right, ain't that what Kendrick Lamar said? We gonna be all right. Delineation is here. Delineation is not coming. Delineation is on the doorstep. That performance was littered with delineation. And you know, I'm always talking about how it's not something that's on its way. Black folks, so many times, we start making things look like it's always coming. Like it's going to be here one day. And then we don't ever acknowledge when things have already got here. Something been here for 5 years. And black folks will still be saying, man, one day. Ain't no goddamn one day. One day is today. And today, we are the most prominent people family. If the planet Earth, politically and socially, was about who gets spoken of the most, was about who gets talked about the most. I'm talking about who makes the headlines, who makes the front page, who's always names and lights. Y'all tell me in the last 2 to 3 years, in particular the last 6 months, who has been on the front of every single major social issue more than FBA? It's lights, camera, and action, baby. It's showtime. This is good. This is great. This is better than great. This is perfect. Because that means our message is getting through to the whole damn world. Are y'all surprised that everybody right now is talking about our culture? Is it a shocker to anybody? Everybody's talking about FBA right now. Everybody's got a thought. Everybody's got an opinion. That ain't really shocking nobody because foundational Black Americans, we was getting talked about during the election and everything. You want to see numbers? Let me show y'all some numbers. Okay, we're going to talk about some numbers up in here. This is what happens when you delineate. This is what happens when you delineate. 133.5 million halftime show viewers. Family, that's FBA on the front stage. Argue with your mama. Argue with your mama. You ain't arguing with FBA. No, the days of us giving a damn what you think do not exist. If you waiting for foundational Black Americans to come up in here and say, well, wait a minute now, we need a pat on the head. We need some type of validity. We need you guys to verify what we think. No, the hell we don't. No, the hell we don't. Everybody's talking about certified Black society. Everybody has got FBA on the forefront. You ain't getting this from anybody else. Family, you got all of these folks in the streets right now talking about deportation and they out here burning flags, right? How many times you seeing 133.5 million talking about them? None. How many times you seen people speaking about them in the headlines? None. These folks didn't even make the local news. They didn't even make public access. They couldn't even get the dog show. The dog show was getting better ratings than Julio's protest. They got little chihuahuas jumping through hula hoops, and folks is watching that more than they watching y'all out there burning up the damn flag. So who's really winning right now? Who's really setting it off right now? Who really got it turned up to the max right now? The same people who built this goddamn country. Foundational Black Americans. Y'all say what you want to say, but you talking about FBA. This is why politically we're at the forefront. Socially, we're at the forefront. Everywhere we go and everything we do is at the forefront. They cannot be at the forefront simply because they not like us. And that's what we've been saying for the longest amount of time. You want to see some more numbers? Let me tell you something. The numbers ain't lying out here in these strizneets. Look at this right here. Kendrick Lamar, not like us, saw a 430% jump in Spotify streams after the halftime show. I be damn. Family, this is record breaking after record breaking. How you gonna break records and then break more records of the records you just broke? Talk to me now. How you gonna set it off, turn around and set it off again? These people know what it is. These people know what time it is. So everybody was running to TikTok, trying to make these little videos, trying to break things down, trying to come up with these conversations, because y'all know what they was trying to do? They was trying to hurry up and get in front of a narrative that they know was about to take off. Oh, let's make it clear, crystal clear for everybody in the back. What they were really trying to do, y'all, they wanted to come out and tell everybody that the performance wasn't any good because they knew that the performance was great and a lot of people were starting to cling to it. Yeah, they was trying to put out some narrative hustling. Narrative hustling ain't working no more because foundational Black Americans are just that powerful. So in return, everybody out there is speaking about the performance and how he put all the symbolism in the performance. That was rooted in FBA thing. The man said the revolution will be televised. You got the wrong guy. You know what that's saying? Translation, that's saying, I know you gonna hate. Go ahead. I'm giving your hate a head start. We'll wait. Go ahead. Get you a head start. Everybody get a head start any goddamn way. And what happens every time somebody gets a head start over us? We walk their ass down. And that's exactly what Kendrick did. He walked they ass down. He didn't come out there with tooted up Tanika. All right. He didn't have MC Pootie Low. Let me tell y'all, if Megan Thee Stallion was out there, all the white folks would have said how it was a great performance. Yes, they would. Glorilla was out there. They would have loved it. Let these drill rappers come out there, pointing their finger pistols at the camera. Everybody would have liked it. What it was is you seen a defiant, foundational Black American excellence on that goddamn screen. And then you seen certified Black society support and get behind it. The only people mad and hating on Kendrick Lamar right now are the Mayo Brigade and all the Tethers. That is it. And Drake fans. And typically, Drake fans are the Mayo Brigade, or they're Black folks who want to be a part of it. Those are the only people. Y'all know damn well they're mad. Did you hear anybody this mad when Megan Thee Stallion was twerking for votes for Kamala? Oh no, they told us that was a great thing. What a wonderful thing. Oh, on today's episode, we're going to break it down. There's a lot of mix and matching going on, all right? You're starting to see a lot of overt, covert supremacy. You're starting to see a bunch of hybrid supremacy. You got Democrats trying to make this whole thing about Donald Trump. Yes, Democrats are trying to make it look like we support Kendrick and this is against Donald Trump. They're not going to play that game. They're talking about how Donald Trump, now remember, they told us Donald Trump was going to deport us. Do y'all know right now on The View, they're saying that Donald Trump's going to ban Black people from the Super Bowl? So they're trying to use their political clout. And what we're letting them know is Republicans, Democrats, liberals, conservatives, ain't none of y'all a part of this. This was for us, by us only. We breaking it down today. And we got some real good clips. The Tethers is out here talking about Kendrick Lamar. Yep, the Drake fans is crying. They having more meltdowns than the Mayos. And like we said, a lot of them are the same. You got the Drake, okay? You got the Drizzy Mayo, all right? And they out here upset and good. Everybody's pissed. We're better than ever. And just like Kendrick was, he was smiling. That's exactly what we're doing. Y'all know they have no problem with degeneracy. They have no problem. They don't like the fact that our brother's up there and he's talking about Black empowerment. And then he's putting an intellectual side to it. They don't like that. That makes them really upset, makes them very nervous. Why? It's because they can't control that. Remember, y'all, they can control her out there twerking it up for votes. They can control all the drill rappers, okay? Them people are crash test dummies. They're going to crash out anyway. They can't control Black empowerment. So what you seen on that stage was Black empowerment from the musical aspect, artistry, and then you mix that with what we're doing on the social aspect in terms of us being out in the streets on a revolutionary front. When you mix the music with the brothers and sisters in the streets, you don't really get that. America's not used to that. America hasn't really had that since the 1960s, okay? Remember when it started getting big in the late 80s and early 90s, they came and they got rid of people like Public Enemy, and then you started getting a lot of the gangster stuff. And I'm not talking about the ones who were making good gangster music with a social context to it. I'm talking about when you started getting these gangster rappers that nobody even knew who the hell they were, all right? It's the same way how you get drill rappers and they get just elevated to the front of the line. Family, nothing is new under the sun. And remember, the sun shines on the country that we created. So we see everything ahead of time. We're going to go there. We're going to go all the way down. And we're going to talk about how this is FBA excellence. And we were already on the forefront of every social movement, political movement, the election. Now, the damn Super Bowl is all about FBA. Everybody went to bed that night. Who the hell was even talking about the Kansas City Chiefs? Who the hell was talking about the Philadelphia Eagles? Foundational Black American culture is the winner of the Super Bowl. Who won the Super Bowl? Was it Philadelphia or was it FBA? Let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go there. Okay. Did the Eagles win the Super Bowl or did FBA? Because everybody left and they was talking about Kendrick Lamar and foundational Black Americans. That's what they was talking about. I didn't see nobody talking about, man, that quarterback threw a good pass and it was a good run and handed it off. I didn't see none of that. Nope. I didn't see that. I seen a bunch of people talking about 40 acres and a mule. When's the last time you heard 40 acres and a mule get talked about this much? All right. So when these people run around here and they start trying to flip things, twist things, turn things, we're going to bring their ass right back to reality. And guess what we do? We take that 40 acres and a mule, something we've already been talking about, and then we go ahead and we push that further in them. You can't run from FBA. This be a time where FBA, we in the building now. African Americans, they talk, they say, get out of here. Be quiet, Toby. Go sit down. Kuta, your name is Toby. Master gave you a good name. You go sit down now. We don't care. There was a time where African Americans were just chirping. All right. Black Lives Matter. They was just chirping. Nobody's paying them no never mind. Nobody gave a damn about what they were saying. FBA, they can't run from us. They can't run. This is the generation where they can't get away from us. They can't get away from our talking points, from our narrative, from our energy, from our frequencies. Nothing they can do can stop us from walking them down and getting our message to the front. Family, we basically took over the Super Bowl. We took over the goddamn election. That is entertainment and that is political world. And y'all know we run these goddamn streets out here. What are we saying? Dogs for life, family. We run this thing. This is us, FBA all day. You absolutely, positively, 100% correct. So who's really mad? The same people who are mad at us today are the same people who've been mad at this whole foundational Black American movement. Yes. Watch this. You know, all the Tether's been running around here, right? The Tether's been real upset. They were talking about, I just didn't get it. What are you talking about? We knew who's already going to be hating on what went down. We already seen it from a mile away. You can't fool us, family, because we're that solid and we're that certified. We seen the way that they was going to come up with their hating, but they're only hating because they can't run from it. Remember, y'all, they didn't ever have this type of energy for any other event. Fam, nobody talked about half of these entertainment, these halftime shows. Nobody was really talking about them before. How come everybody has an opinion about this one? Think about it. Nobody talked about the Rihanna one. Nobody cared. Nobody talked about J-Lo and Shakira. Nobody gave a damn. Oh, that's for all the Latino community. How much people talk about that? Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, it was cool. Nobody really talked about it. Who really spoke about it? You know why everybody's making videos talking about this one? Because this one is wrapped around what you got to leave and go down the streets and talk about. You didn't have to walk down the street and go see Rihanna. Rihanna didn't represent something politically and publicly that you got to deal with. Kendrick does. Soon as the Super Bowl went off, you had to go see what he was talking about out here in the street. All them Beckys and Karens and Mayo MAGAs, they had to go to work and see Kendrick. Everybody was Kendrick to them the next day. They was probably walking up to people and saying, Kendrick, Shaquita, Kendrick. Y'all know damn well Kendrick was all in their brain. Every last one of y'all was Kendrick. They saw your face looking like Kendrick Lamar. They said, damn it, Kendrick, Dontarius, can you bring me those files? You know damn well. Hell yeah, they went into the goddamn drive-thru to order some food. They pulled up to the drive-thru and they said, yeah, Kendrick, I'd like a large, sir, can you give me something? They was thinking about Kendrick all day because this is the halftime show in which you had to go out and see what he was talking about. You didn't have to go see Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. You didn't have to go see whoever the hell else. Why you think there's so many videos about this is because it required a lot of their energy. That's what it's about. Remember, y'all, did y'all feel that they disliked it? Let me tell you what disliked his performance was. Disliked his performance. I'm going to give you some translation. That's what we do on the Black Alpha Network. We translate what they scared to say. I disliked his performance. Dislike really means I'm hating on it because I'm scared. That's what it really means. It was the worst halftime performance ever. What it really means is I'm scared of that performance because I got to go see it when I walk down the street. I didn't really understand what he was saying. Translation is, I know exactly what he's saying, and I got to see this all the time. How you don't understand what he was saying? Because what he was saying is what we said during the election. Yeah, that was delineation. That was reparation. 40 acres and a mule, that's nothing but reparations. So how you ain't understand it when he rapped it, but you understood it during the election? Or could it be that you want to pretend that you didn't understand what he was saying because you want to hide from his truth, but you can't hide from his truth because he is FBA, not the African-American minority person of color. You see the goddamn difference. You can't run from us, family. Picture this. America cannot run from us anymore. Matter of fact, we done wrap circles around these goddamn people. They got to deal with us. So they've been out there talking about how upset they've been, how hurt they was. You had them damn Mayo meltdowns, exactly like you knew it was going to happen. You had Brad and Chad and every last one of them, and they was out there completely upset. And remember, anytime you see Mayo melting down, You see Miracle Whip all over the goddamn concrete. That's a good thing. You want to know why that's a good thing? That means FBA's on code and we breaking them down. That's what it's about. This shows you how afraid they are. So every time you hear something bad, just remember, it may not be bad for us, but it's bad for them.
Show. He said turn the TV off, so I did, but I kind of caught that towards the end of it.
Good morning. I want to be very, very clear about something because I'm seeing it in my comment section. People saying it went right over your head. You missed the messaging. I didn't miss anything. I didn't miss it at all. I thought it sucked. I understand the beef with Drake. The beef with Drake has been going on since May. I understand that he called him out. I understand that he was trying to say that we were divided, this and that. You're not helping to push that message even now. We don't have the wrong guy.
I'm going to say it, and I'm not even going to feel bad about it. That was the dumbest halftime show I've ever seen in my entire life. That was pointless. That was a waste. I feel like, can I get that time in my life back?
Okay, white, middle-aged lady here. And I said last night and this morning that I thought the halftime show was boring. Okay, I said that. But one thing about me is that I am never afraid to admit when I'm wrong. And another thing about me is that I am not afraid to change my mind. I spent some time this morning watching videos from white and Black creators, and I will admit I'm wanting to hear from Black creators about this, but there's been a lot of reviews of the halftime show and breaking down all of the symbolism in last night's performance. And do you know where the symbolism went for me last night? It went like...
Hey, Mr. Lamar.
Freeze. I want y'all to notice what she was doing. She was doing a lot of Mayo babbling, and we're going to do some certified unpacking. Let me tell you what she was attempting to do. She was out there trying to play damage control. Remember, y'all, overt, covert, good cop, bad cop. You're going to see a bunch of them come out the same way they always do. Family, this is nothing new. Don't apply some new rule to this. This is the same old supremacist tactics. They knew the block got hot. They knew too many of them were coming out here having these meltdowns, and they were starting to look very, very racist. So they said, send out a few Beckys to apologize. Send out a few Brads to apologize so we can confuse Black people. In reality, liberals and conservatives, they're upset and they're petrified. And then they reacted with their supremacist Tourette syndrome and were blurting out their anger. They didn't really want to say none of this. How do you know? Because you didn't say this when Snoop was performing. You don't like Snoop neither. You ain't say this with Dr. Dre. Hell, Kendrick was at the Super Bowl halftime performance before. How come you found all the time, the energy, and the effort to say something about Kendrick Lamar that you didn't say about everybody else because Kendrick Lamar is representing a grassroots movement? That's what's got you scared. Kendrick is nothing more to them than the face of what we doing out here in the streets. So she went out there to try to run it back. Watch this guy come out here and do damage control. I don't believe him for a second.
As an old white guy who grew up in the South in the 60s, I just got one thing to say about your halftime show. Well done, sir.
Worst Super Bowl halftime show.
Family, don't be believing them well-dones. Don't listen to them. Y'all know a lot of Black folks gonna be like, Brad said it was cool. Brad liked it. I'm not mad at all the races no more. We got Brad. F Brad. F Chad. F Karen. F Becky. All of them. I don't give a damn. They feel how they feel because shit done got real. Proceed.
Ever. No. Just no.
Not like us. Is that because maybe you're racist and I'm white?
This is the first time that I watched the Super Bowl. I never watched this stuff.
You don't watch anything because you got too much goddamn Botox and you look like you stuck your head out of a car going 300 miles an hour. We don't listen to people with Botox problems. All right, I'm going to tell you who else you didn't listen to. You didn't listen to your surgeon who told you about 10 surgeries overdone. All right, you about 3 surgeries away from being a big ass plastic Barbie doll that can't even wink no goddamn more. Stop playing with me.
And the halftime show was the worst halftime show I have ever seen. What?
I now understand that halftime show. Let me explain it to you real quick. Come on. All right.
Watch this one right here, y'all. She come out there with the cowboy on, and she come out there talking about, let me talk to y'all about what's going on. I'm going to tell you now, I just got done taking my horse and yoking him off, but I want to tell y'all about Kendrick. She's going to hit the pivot on you where she's going to start talking that good talk.
So it went for you. That's why they told you to turn that TV off, and you listened. That's why. All right. But let me explain it. It was a political statement. It was a political statement with a diss. A diss at the.
What? With a diss? With a diss. Y'all hearing this? Tell me I'm not alone, certified. What the hell is this?
Let me explain it. It was a political statement. It was a political statement with a diss. A diss at the end. And if you didn't know Kendrick Lamar's music or his background or anything, it still went for you.
Understand what's going on at halftime show? He
gone all the way out the way. Y'all seen that? That was a very good encapsulation of what they've been up to and what they've been doing. I want y'all to notice on what was happening there. I purposely put that together so you see good cop, bad cop, overt, covert, breakdown, meltdown, clean up. Supremacists always send in a cleanup crew. All right. They always send in a cleanup crew that's there to clean up the mess from when the other person gets too overt. They don't really want it to get too overt because when it gets too overt, black folks react. They like subtleties and they like the ambush. All right. So this is what they were doing. But notice what Becky number 77 right there with the cowboy hat on. Yes, Becky number 77. Notice what she said. She said this is a political message. That is exactly what Black Alpha just said. It is a political message. She basically is letting you know why they're upset and why they're scared because it's political. They understand that what he was saying was simply political. Let me make this clear. Kendrick is just a rapper. Let me make this clear. Kendrick Lamar is just a rapper that exemplifies what a lot of people in the black grassroots are saying. All right, let's make this clear. Kendrick Lamar is a representative in the music aspect of the sentiments in which the grassroots are expressing. All right. That is it. That is all. But they don't want the grassroots talking it up. They don't want the grassroots speaking. They don't want the grassroots at the damn Super Bowl occupying 133.5 million people. That's what they don't want. Same way they don't want Black Alpha sitting here talking to 1.8 thousand people. They don't want that. They don't want my brother Tariq Nasheed talking to the millions of people he talks to. They don't want y'all talking to somebody. We are the only lineage that moves together as a collective. We stay on code. The code requires people. It requires the masses. We stay moving as a unit. That requires the masses. All these other people are going left, right, every which way. So they see what Kendrick is rapping about the same way they saw the rally for reparations. Yes, because we're all talking about the same exact thing. Certified black society. And if you mess with one of us, you mess them all. And you ain't got the energy for all of us because we come certified. It ain't no different in the neighborhood, family. You go ahead and mess with a brother or sister. Matter of fact, let me ask y'all a question. I always got to ask this damn question. I got to ask y'all again. What happens to you if you go out somewhere with your brother, your sister, or your cousin, and they get into a fight, and then y'all go back home and your mama found out that you didn't jump in? Or your daddy find out that you didn't jump in? What happens to an FBA if one of their family members gets into a fight or conflict and then it comes out that you didn't jump in and defend them? I'm not talking about pull them apart. I'm not talking about separate them. I'm not talking about play peacemaker. What happens when you go back home as a child, when your cousin got into a fight? Well, what you do? I watched. Well, what you do? I just sat there. What you do? Did you get involved? No. What happens when that goes down? I already see the answers. Goddamn, y'all saying it right now. Family, my mama said the same thing. My daddy said the same thing. My cousin said the same thing. We don't even, come on now. There you go. You get your ass whooped. You get served. You get snatched up. You see what I'm talking about? You see why we ride for each other? This is what they don't want. They don't want this energy. Boy, that's your ass. Regulate. Yes, indeed. You getting whooped. Does the answer require a belt? Maybe bare hands. But I'm going to tell you right now, it don't feel too damn good when you sell out your people. We don't play that. No. That is not the FBA way. Look at that. It was not allowed. I'll be damned if I go home And I'm like, yeah, Mom, my brother got into a fight. Well, what you do? I was just sitting there watching. I said, man, do good. I rooted them on. Listen, there's no dinner tonight. Matter, you might not have a place to stay tonight. You better call somebody and go get a hotel to leave the light on for you, because that's about it. That ain't how FBA get down. We have a culture of sticking up for each other, and we have a culture of going places and riding. This is what we do in family. It's not just rapping. It ain't the Super Bowl. It ain't just political events. Everybody does. When you out here walking down the street, that's why we call it FBA energy. You put out that FBA energy. When you put out that FBA energy, you doing the work for the masses. You doing the work for every goddamn body. Y'all know how it is. This is FBA energy. So Kendrick right now is speaking about things that foundational Black Americans been speaking about for a long goddamn time. But remember, Kendrick Lamar comes from us. We don't come from him. That's what it's all about. And they know, just like Becky number 17 and a half, she said it is a political situation. And that same political situation is what swept through this whole goddamn country. And this is the same political situation in which everybody is afraid of, everybody's worried about, and nobody knows what's happening next. But guess what? We do. The same way that we predicted what was going to happen right here today is the same exact why we predicted what's going to happen tomorrow. It's just going to be FBA, FBA, FB, goddamn A. Now, family, let me tell y'all this. You know you got the MAGA meltdowns, right? But everybody's talking about FBA. Oh, I couldn't wait to cook today, y'all. I see y'all in the chat, man. FBA all day, family. This is what I wanted to talk to everybody about. You know the tethers are popping up. Y'all seen the tethers response, right? I mean, by the way, did y'all see that damn tether? Man, hold on. Did y'all see that damn tether that ran out there? Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know what we got to do up in here. Y'all know what the hell we got to do. We got to do it right. Y'all see this? Did y'all see this Muhammad Mahosif dude right here? Tell me y'all seen this dude. Tell me. You know damn well foundational Black Americans was doing our thing. Foundational Black Americans was holding it down, and you just had to have some tether pop on out and then try to disrupt the whole damn event. Halftime dancer says he doesn't regret using his role to stage a secret protest. NFL responds by banning him for life from all events. I'm going to tell you right now, that man going to get banned from America here soon. Trust me. They're going to end up banning it. How about we ban this man from the United States? Can we go ahead and just do that then, since we added y'all? Let's just ban this dude from America, and then we can all just be happy and satisfied. How do you know that a damn tether was going to show up and try to get involved and ban from an NFL event? Like this dude ever going to go back to one? You know what I'm saying? This is what we were saying about these tethers. We knew they was going to come. We knew they was going to pop up, and they had to get involved. Fam, every single thing that we speak about every single week right here is exactly what has been going on during this whole Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl halftime conversation. We said that these people are going to be hating on FBA because we out here talking about political excellence. They hating on FBA. We said they was going to be talking about FBA. They talking about FBA. We said that the tethers was going to get involved and they was going to pop up. And guess what? The damn tethers popped up. Nobody is shocked. Nobody is surprised that the tethers came riding on in, because the same way, think about this, y'all. 1 week ago, the same way that all of them wanted to latch themselves on to FBA to stop mass deportation is the same exact way that they all want to latch on to FBA so they can bring a highlight to their little protest. You're not shocked or surprised that somebody out there doing that right there. No. Okay, so check this out right here, y'all. This is what we mean when we say the tethers out here hating. Are you shocked or surprised that the tethers are talking about us?
The Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl halftime show, it was made. I didn't really like it like that. Until Not Like Us played and Serena Williams was crip walking like the rent was due, and SZA performance and all that, and the slide digs at Drake. Apart from that, the performance was all right. First of all, I couldn't hear him properly. The only reason why I knew what he was saying is because I know the words of the song. But when it comes to the actual, I just couldn't hear him properly. Then also, it's like there was a couple songs in there that I wish I heard. Like I wanted to hear Family Ties. Like obviously, I know he's playing the songs from his new album, but I'm like, damn, man. this wasn't what I expected. Maybe I expected too much. Maybe I thought Kendrick is gonna outdo this one and the performance is gonna be way more electric because that's what I expected from Kendrick. But I'm like, was missing something, man. In my opinion, the Drake disses is enough. Like, we already heard the disses. You went to the Grammy with the tuxedo on.
There, you heard it, y'all. Did y'all catch that? The Drake disses was enough. This is what this is really about. There you go. You knew it was going to pop up. It was going to show up. This is what it is. Remember, they always talk a bunch of babble, and then at the end, they always come out and say, well, it's really this, and this right here. This is what it really was with this guy. He was really trying to provide tether protections for Drake. That's what it was. He don't like the fact that Drake is out there getting drugged. All right, this is what it really is. He knows damn well from one tether to the next tether, he needs to do some tether defending. So he popped up right there and said, oh, no, I think it was enough. Remember, y'all, all the people out there that's been trying to tell him how, Drake it's all good and we need to leave Drake alone. That ain't nothing but somebody trying to help and assist. That person is trying to assist and trying to save him. That's Tether Protection Program.
The biggest hit song, but now it was getting too much now. That this performance should have been pure Kendrick music beefing, but he made it about Drake again. By the way, this is coming from a Kendrick fan. If any Kendrick fans say they're on me, DM me, let's spar. Personally, Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show, it was me.
Notice how he contradicted himself, y'all. Notice how he said he made it about Drake. Family, he only did one song about Drake. He only did They Not Like Us. That's the only thing he said about Drake. Don't let these people come out there. I think Charlamagne the fraud. He was out here talking about something. He made it too much about Drake. How? He made one song about Drake. That's the only one he performed, which, by the way, was the biggest anthem in the last 15 years. That was it. You don't give a damn about none of that. All they cared about was trying to stop him from putting on that show with that energy. Bottom line, point blank. Tether man, you cannot save Drake at all. None of them can. So they better keep on trying to run that goddamn game because we as foundational Black Americans don't fall for none of your tether tactics at all. And somebody go ahead and get this man some shampoo for them dust braids.
I didn't really like it like that. Until Not Like Us played and Serena Williams was crip walking like the rent was due and SZA performance and all that and the slide digs at Drake. Apart from that, the performance was all right. First of all, I couldn't hear him properly. The only reason why I knew what he was saying is because I know the words of the song. But when it comes to the actual, I just couldn't hear him properly. Then also, it's like there was a couple songs in there that I wish I heard. Like I wanted to hear Family Ties. Like obviously, I know he's playing the songs from his new album, but I'm like, damn, man, this wasn't what I expected.
Wait a minute. Y'all help me out. Family Ties. I don't know Family Matt. I don't know. Like, was that a diss song of Drake? Like, this dude's all over the place. I can barely keep up with what he's saying, y'all. The dude is making literally no sense at all. Yeah, he got them dusty musties on top of his head. Dusty musties on his head. Yes, the hell he do. What's going on? It seems very, very fraudulent what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that tether talk. Yeah, the British tethers are the worst ones. Oh, fam. Them British tethers are out here left and right. Yes, indeed. That man needs some tether shampoo. Yes, the hell he does. He's all over the place. And I want him to play this song, but he could not play this one. But if he played the other one, then I would like that song too. Get the hell up out of here. That is exactly what they've been trying to push on us because, again, they don't want any of that energy at all, family. None. You see the tethers was coming out here. You know they had to get involved because one tether goes down, they start looking like, hold on now, this may be me next now, and I can't have that. So then the tethers start hopping on trains and trying to pick sides, don't ever get along with anything else. Couldn't get unified with building their homeland, but now they try to pull these games. Watch this tether right here. Another one comes out trying to say how he wants to basically protect him. He told Kendrick, South Africa is Drake's country. Watch.
And, we love you so much. Yo, this is a message to Kendrick Lamar on behalf of all South Africans. Yo, Kendrick, we love you here, man. We love you so much. But we also just want you to know that this is a Drake nation. South Africa is Team Drake. This is why even the time you were performing at Hey Neighbor, we didn't even know some of your lyrics. That's because like we listen to Drake all the time. But we like you. You know what I'm saying? Like you still Kendrick, you know, like we gonna be all right. Yeah, we still love you, man, but we just want you to know that this is Team Drake over here in South Africa. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, keep it
You
pushing,
ain't lying, because we know you ain't on Team Hairline. Hell no.
man. Hopefully you release the album or whatever. But yeah, this is a message from South Africa. South Africa approves the station. Team Drake. And
This man just said, Team Drake, if you don't get the hell up out of here with that one. That's what it is, fam. So you knew the Tethers was going to come out there. This is basically foundational Black Americans making everybody pet. This is what this was all about. And remember, they talking about us. Remember that, right? This is what it, and then they talking about us in a fashion where we're winning. Don't get it twisted. It ain't them just talking about us. They out there trying to stop something they really can't get in front of. That's why they're so afraid and so petrified, terrified. You put the word on it, family, but for them, it ain't no goddamn good. That's what it is. They're out here absolutely afraid of what's going on. Now, back to what you were seeing and what we were all seeing. They want to stop foundational Black Americans from doing what we're doing. They want to stop foundational Black Americans from getting everything and access and emotion because the numbers are just getting big, family, running up numbers on them. You feel me? Right now, we're running up numbers. The numbers are insane what we're doing. We're just breaking records every single week, every single day politically, bringing down campaigns, bringing down different groups, bringing down political careers. Everybody's catching wreck. We out here really holding it down. We're stopping the tethers. They're going home. So they're trying to push this thing out there because we're running up numbers. We so far ahead, family, we can't even see them no more. And they had the head start. What does that tell you? That tells you that we up. We are up severely right now on everybody else, and it's a special, beautiful thing. Now, the craziest part about that, y'all, is when you start talking about the actual event. They had to give so much energy to it, again, is because they can't stop what's going on, and the numbers are so big, is that FBA is family, we're getting out of control for them. All right. You can control the African American. You can control the minority. That's why they come up with those terms, because those are people that you can control. The tethers were supposed to come over here and stop us. The tethers were supposed to come over here and dilute us. Now the tethers are running scared. All right. All across the planet, everybody's watching FBA and they follow us. See, when you follow foundational Black Americans, it's a powerful thing because following us, everybody acts like us in the first place. But now when you follow us when we on code, that really makes them petrified because they like, well, God damn, what happens when that foundational Black American energy takes over and everybody else now is trying to mimic and duplicate what we're doing? We're becoming far too influential, more than we've already been. And that's already as the most influential people, family. We're already the most influential people on the earth. What happens when we take it to another level? We running up numbers on everybody. It's getting scary. Watch this right here, y'all. Everybody thought that them folks was going to come over here and they was going to steal from us and they was going to take away what FBA's created. Shit. Y'all watch the energy that's got every single person out here petrified of foundational Black Americans, tethers included.
Can y'all stop asking us to come to Africa? Underneath all of our videos, whenever we're speaking about something and speaking about what we're going through, here come y'all from Africa talking about, oh, come back to Africa. This is where you belong. This is your home in Mother Africa. You don't have to deal with that. Come here. We're not leaving what we have built to come over there with y'all. Y'all don't even want to be over there with your Mother Africa. Your mother treats you so bad that you want to leave her house to come over here and freeload in our house. Your Mother Africa loves you so much and takes such good care of you that you have to abandon her to come over here and live off of us. Why in the world would we want to go somewhere where the natives don't even want to be? You don't want to be in your own continent, but you think that we want to be there after we have worked and suffered and struggled to build this great nation? You think we're going to leave and come over there? No, it don't work like that. The only reason why y'all want us over there is because you want what we had. You can see how powerful and great we are because you see and you watch us over there, idolizing us, worrying about what we're doing and how we're getting it done. And now you want us to come over there. But where were you while we struggled? After you sold our ancestors to the white man, how come you didn't want us to come over there then? How come your people didn't make a way to come and rescue us? But all of a sudden now, since we have overcome what you have did to us, since we had walked out of the lion's den after you cast us in, now you want us to come over there with you? Have you bumped your heads? Stay out of my comment section and stay away from us. We are not African and we're never coming there. It's Black American power forever.
Easy work. Easy work. Easy work. Easy work. That's how you do it right there. All the way. That's the energy we feeling right now. That's the energy that had Kendrick Lamar on stage with all of the symbolism representing what we represent, breaking things down. That's the energy that got us out here going to these task force hearings. That's the energy that got FBA walking up the street and then everybody goes to the other side of the street. Let me tell you, there used to be a time where Black Americans would walk up the street and then we would go to the other side when the dominant society was coming near us. Now, when we walk down the street, they go to the other side because that FBA energy is just knocking them out the way. It's easy, family, and it's all representative of what we got going, man. It's a beautiful, beautiful world, y'all. Beautiful world. And when you know you're winning, all you got to do is just continue to win and win with that type of style and grace that we have, y'all. That is a style and grace that everybody wishes that they had, but they just can't do it. Because quite frankly, family, they just not good enough. You got to be good enough. You got to have the talent. You got to have the skills. And quite frankly, they don't have any talent or skills. So therefore, they're in the situation that they're in. And we are in the situation that we're in. And we wouldn't trade places, fam. Never give a damn about somebody you wouldn't trade lives with. All right. All right. If you say that your life is great, your life is wonderful, and you got it made, then that basically means everybody else can just fall by the wayside. We don't give two damns about nobody. It's just FBA off top, off rip. But man, they've been having a lot of people out here, fam, and they've been coming from all these different angles. And you've been seeing these Tether reports, and these Tethers been popping up, and they real afraid and they shook. And then you got all these Mayos having these Mayo breakdowns, meltdowns on public, and they just cannot get enough of what foundational Black Americans have built. And what we built in this country is something that is so strong and so powerful that they really, and I genuinely mean this, y'all, they genuinely, sincerely wish that they were us to the point where they're literally in public having breakdowns and meltdowns. That is it. And we ain't out here melting down trying to be like nobody else. This is what they're trying to do. And this is how they're trying to get next to our creations. They don't have anything to create for us to get near. So since that's the case for them, and the reality is for us to keep winning, we're just going to keep on winning, and we're going to mind our own business in the process. So you have to be cautious of what you're hearing out here in the streets, because there's a lot of different people coming from a lot of different angles, but none of those angles are representative of what we've got going on. The only thing we got to keep doing is be FBA and great. And this is something that you knew was going to happen. Watch this right here, family. You knew they was going to start sending out people. And you knew they was going to try to Democrat Republican us. Yes. Watch this right here. You see now that they're trying to make Kendrick Lamar about the Democrats. You knew it was coming, y'all. Watch this right here. They're trying to Democrat it up.
It is so funny to watch the Trump supporters melt down over Kendrick Lamar's performance at the Super Bowl halftime show. Like, these guys are losing it. Former Republican Representative Madison Cawthorn said halftime show should have just been Donald Trump dancing to YMCA, further proving that they are very much so in a cult. Lauren Boebert said, "Tell me I'm not the only one needing subtitles for this. I forgot that Lauren Boebert can only hear when someone is bowing down to Donald Trump. If it's anything else, well, she's not so great." Charlie Kirk said, "This music is not my style. This is the same guy who loves Kid Rock." And finally, Beavis and Butthead lookalike Matt Gaetz said, quote, "The halftime show you just watched is clearly the regime's response to Trump's historic gains with Black men. You know, if there's anybody out there that shouldn't be talking about a halftime show that includes dissing people who like children, it's Matt Gaetz."
Look at this right here, y'all. Y'all see how this man is talking about everything other than the FBA? Did he mention anything what Kendrick was talking about? Listen to what this guy just said. He ain't saying nothing about anything that you've been hearing coming from Kendrick Lamar. He ain't even talk about none of the performance. This man is out here pressing a Democrat-Republican issue. And that's the next step that we get to, you guys. You got to remember, the Democrats and the Republicans have this back and forth battle, and they're always trying to put us in the liberal conservative box. This is what we have to understand as a community, all right? They only view Black folks as Democratic Republicans. That's the only way. It's the same way the slave masters, when they would meet each other, they only viewed each other as masters and everybody else was a slave. So this is why they're always trying to say, well, y'all conservatives, you sound like a Trump supporter. You sound like a Biden supporter. They only try to speak about us in terms of what plantation do we serve. They can't deal with the fact or accept the fact that we don't belong to neither one of those plantations. You understand where I'm coming from, right? This is why they're always talking about you sound like a Democrat. You sound like a Republican. No one ever says you sound like a certified foundational Black American grassroots independent. And let me tell you something. It's been clear by how many people voted for the couch. That's a hell of a voter block. How come I don't sound like a couch supporter? How come I don't sound like the grassroots? How come I don't sound like an independent FBA that don't give a damn about either plantation? You got to remember, the white Republicans fight white Democrats over the white Democrats' version of a black Democratic supporter. You understand that? This is how they do it. Half the time when they start having these battles back and forth, it's just a battle amongst how they view us. All right? That's all it is. The white Republican fights the white Democrat over the white Democrats' black version of what a Democrat is supposed to be if you're not one of them. That's all it is. That's why they have these battles about, oh, that's woke. When they start battling about woke, y'all, woke is about what the Democrats hijacked it. Remember, everybody says the conservative, they say woke means black, right? Well, the reason why is because the Republicans turned woke into everybody except for black people. Let's be real. Woke really means the dominant society, women, Karens, and it means rainbow. That's what woke means to a Democrat. What woke means to a Republican is black and everything else. So you see how them putting us in these different boxes, it completely convolutes what we're really saying and what we're really representing. That's what they've been doing. And this is what this guy's doing. This is a white Democrat having a battle with a white Republican over foundational black American Kendrick Lamar. We ain't even in the goddamn conversation. We ain't even in the conversation. Because woke to Democrats means everybody except for black people. Woke to Republicans means everybody, including black people. And then they have these battles with something we don't even subscribe to. Think about it, y'all. They're having these battles over us, and we don't even subscribe to the terms. We don't subscribe to a Democrat or Republican. They still put us in the box. We don't subscribe to woke. They still put us in the box. We don't subscribe to DEI, and they put us in that box. So you got to be very careful. This is what they're trying to do. They're trying to convolute and put us in these terms and get black folks. Let me tell you something. Y'all been seeing all of those black women Democrats who've been out here talking about the 92%. They're saying they're delineating based on, they're not going to help, okay? Remember, when we say certified sisters, certified brothers, okay? When we say we're not helping all of the Hispanics, we're saying that based on our lineage, and we're saying that based on the grassroots. You got a bunch of people who say they're not supporting the deportation situation because they didn't vote for Kamala. They're delineating based on they didn't get their way with the Democrats. Think about that logic, y'all. You got to be careful. There's a lot going on in America, a lot of mixed matching, a lot of hybrid supremacy, a lot of hybrid COO in it. You got a lot of these people running around here saying, we're not going to do it. Because remember, two people can say the same thing for two different reasons. Remember that. I'm always talking about that. I tell that to my wife all the time. Two people can do the same thing for two different reasons. Go back to the 1960s. At the civil rights marches, you had two people in that crowd. Yes, you did. Yep. Fighting for civil rights. You had one person who was in that march, and he was out there fighting for black empowerment. You had the next person who was black, and he was out there and he was fighting for white women in Walmart. And they was at the same rally. They was at the same march. They was both putting up that black power fist. One was doing it for black empowerment, black independence, and the other one so he can have access to Walmart and Becky. But they was both at the same goddamn rally at the same time. Don't tell me two people can't do the same thing for two different reasons. And that's exactly what's happening. We delineate based on empowerment of FBA, and all of those other groups have been out here leeching on us, and the Democrats harm us. Then you got all these Democrats, the 92%, they out here delineating because Kamala didn't win. Think about how foolish that is. Kamala, who harms us, is the reason why they delineate from everybody else. You can't make this up. You can't make this up, y'all. But that's what's been going on. So you got two people doing the same thing for two different reasons. We out here saying, help yourself, Jorge, because Jorge is anti-black. They're not saying that. You notice all of those black Democrats who say we're not going to do nothing. We the 92%. They don't ever say they're not helping Jorge because Jorge is a leech. They're not saying that because Jorge is a tether or Jorge is anti-black. They don't not like Jorge based on his anti-blackness. They don't like Jorge because Jorge didn't vote for Kamala. Really, y'all? That is exactly what they've been doing. So don't let these people try to Democrat and Republican all of our issues, all right? Don't let them do that. Don't let them make delineation about you didn't vote for Kamala, because sooner or later, you're going to start seeing these ads and you're going to start seeing these stories. They're going to say, Black Americans are delineating. And they're upset because other groups didn't vote for Kamala. And we're going to be sitting here saying, that ain't why we delineating. That's why the Democratic shills are delineating. And let me tell you this as well. All that 92%, we're not helping nobody else. They're going to be the first ones in line helping everybody else soon as the Democrats tell them to get on board. Let the next election run around. Hell, mass deportation. Remember the day after the election? Remember that picture where they had the sisters and they was drinking a drink and watching America burn down? Them was the same people 2 weeks later telling us we better go help Jorge because we was going to get deported too. Don't play these games with these people, y'all. They put everything we do in the Democratic box because they think Democrat is their race. They delineate based on the Democrats. They want all types of kickbacks and DEIs based on the Democrats. They want to go out in the streets and march for Al Sharpton, but they don't want to do it for reparations. We're not standing by any of that, including Billy Bob right here, who's trying to spin that on us and trying to make Kendrick Lamar's whole performance about Democrats versus Republicans. No, Democrats, Republicans, liberals, conservatives, none of them like what Kendrick Lamar was talking about.
If it's not a straight white dude with a MAGA hat on, the Trump supporters don't like it. They think that the performance is bad or it's this or it's that. Man, they just come up with anything, huh? Kendrick Lamar's halftime show was great, and it was made even better by the fact that MAGA supporters disliked it. It is so funny to watch the Trump supporters melt down over Kendrick Lamar's performance at the Super Bowl halftime show. Like, these guys are losing it. Former Republican Representative Madison Cawthorn said halftime show should have just been Donald Trump dancing to YMCA, further proving that they are very much so in a cult.
Y'all ready for this one? Watch this. This is what the Democrats been doing to Black Americans, y'all. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Watch this. This is who they want you. Fam, hold on. I need to see y'all faces. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. This is who they're trying to tether us in with. Watch this. How he's sitting there trying to make Kendrick Lamar's epic FBA-centered performance about the Democrats and Republicans. Watch this right here. Watch how they're trying to make it even further. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to let y'all see this.
Yep, without any questions, I already know that they're going to be teaching us in college about that Kendrick Lamar halftime Super Bowl performance. So I already did my dissertation, bitch. I already did the full thing. Let me tell you guys what I have uncovered about this insane fucking performance. So to lay the groundwork, this whole performance is Kendrick Lamar playing a video game. And
Family, this is what the Democrats think of Kendrick Lamar's performance. This is how the liberals want to rainbow his performance. Y'all see who talking? I ain't got to say nothing. I ain't got to say nothing. You absolutely right. All the questions, yes, that is exactly what that is. Yes, this is what they were doing running to the internet. You got Becky number 32. You got Karen number 77. You got Rainbow Ramirez. You got Rainbow John. All of them are trying to get their way into this conversation so they can make this about their own issues. You had the Tether running in. They know that Kendrick Lamar performance in the FBA grassroots got everybody shook, so they're sending in all their ops so they can steal the energy. This is what we're talking about. They're trying to transform this performance.
Right here we have the X, the square, the circle, and the triangle, which is the 4 buttons and a PlayStation control remote. And it starts off with him selecting the square. Then Uncle Sam tells everybody that this is the great American game. Obviously,
this right here is Bob trying to act like Becky. Family, they done sent out Bob in a Becky dress. And they trying to talk about Samuel L. Jackson and Kendrick Lamar. You see what I'm talking about? You see what they trying to do, y'all? This is the lowest of the lows. This is how shook up America is. This is how bad it is. They got Chad out here dressed as Karen. They got Bob out here as Becky. They got Robert out here as Rebecca. And they trying to say, this is such a great performance. Did you see what black folks see?
Uncle Sam is a symbol of American power structure. And this is alluding to the
Uncle Sam, you are Sam. You ain't Samantha. You Sam. Sam is out here dressed as Samantha. This is how desperate they are to try to reduce our energy.
The fact that America is like a game, and some of us are winners and losers. Some of us rig the system. Some of us cheat. But at the end of the day, we're all in this American game. And Kendrick Lamar is trying to beat the game, trying to fight the system. Then inside of the square, Kendrick Lamar starts singing on top of this GNX car, which in the 1980s represented power and rebellion. Then out of the card that represents defiance comes out a whole bunch of people dressed in red, white, and blue.
Why is this person giving a breakdown, y'all? This ain't nothing to do with you. What I said earlier, these people don't have an opinion. It's okay in life to tell somebody their opinion don't matter. Let's make that clear, y'all. You do not have an opinion about our situation. None of them do. I don't give a damn if it's Sam or Samantha. I don't give a damn if it's Rebecca or Robert. You don't have an opportunity to talk about what goes on. Notice, fam, they'll have all this concern with blackness when it comes to Kendrick Lamar. Where is all this concern with blackness when it comes to tangible benefits? Nowhere. They don't get this man out of, and I say man all the way, if they don't get this man out of here.
These people not only represent the American people, but it also represents different aspects of our society. The red could be the conservatives, the blue could be the liberal, and the white is the elite, wealthy individuals, because clothing, historically, white has been associated with rich people just because it's always cost more to maintain white clothing.
Man, that ain't got nothing to do with what he was talking about. Family, do y'all hear that right there? Tell me y'all heard that. The white that they had was about clothing, and clothing costs money. And if you take it, Kendrick was really trying to say we should all buy clothing that is black clothing. So we should make all of our sheets all black sheets, because if it's white sheets, then that represents that evil oppressor that oppresses y'all black people, communities. You see how this individual is trying to take foundational black American issues and funnel it off into his community? This is what we be saying, y'all. This is what we be saying. Easy work, easy work.
Because it can get stained more and it just requires higher maintenance. There's only one time in the entire performance where Kendrick Lamar mentions the word government, and it was in his first song. And in that exact moment that he says government, a white dressed person shakes hand with a red dressed person, which symbolizes wealthy elites shaking hands and making deals with the conservative power structure.
Oh, God. God damn. If you don't get the hell up out of here, Robert, you need to stop. Robert, if you don't knock it off, this is Rainbow Rob. Rainbow Rob, if you do not stop. Can somebody in the chat type in Rainbow Rob so I can go ahead and post that so people who view this know exactly who's talking? Somebody please give me a Rainbow Rob so I can put this in there. Rainbow Rob is trying to rob Kendrick Lamar's performance. If you do not get the hell up out of here, you see exactly what the Democrats will have you doing. Remember, we on both sides, y'all. Both sides. One side is going to be out here talking that nonsense about MAGA, and then the other side going to be out here trying to rainbow rob it up. That's exactly what the hell is happening here. And they're trying to have us in some type of tug of war.
In America. Corruption. Then he goes on to say that the revolution is about to be televised. Y'all chose the right place but the wrong guy, which basically means that the United States is long overdue for a revolution, that we deserve change, right? But we chose...
Who's we?
The wrong guy, meaning that the change and the person that is leading the change and the direction of that change is wrong. We need change, but not that kind of change.
No, that wasn't about no damn Trump. That was, see, what this person is, Rainbow Rob? You're lying. Y'all see right here how Rainbow Rob is trying to make it look like this was about Donald Trump? That's not how I took it at all. No. What Kendrick was saying is that the revolution's about to be televised, and y'all got Kendrick on there, and he about to let the world know. He ain't the one who gonna come out here and play nice. He about to put the facts on the table. That wasn't nothing about y'all voted for the wrong man. Y'all voted for Trump. That's what it is. Where in the hell did you come up with that one, Rainbow Rob? If you don't get the hell up out of here, I'm telling you, what you're seeing right now is the Democrats are trying to rainbow up Kendrick Lamar's performance, and the MAGA is having MAGA meltdowns. That's what it is. Notice, family, I said Mayo meltdowns. Both sides. Both sides. We're not going to sit here and just talk about MAGA. MAGA's out there having their, I'm tired of this. This is racism. And then on the other side, you got Rainbow Rob right here talking about voting for Trump, voting for Biden, voting for Kamala. This is what they're doing. That is nowhere near what Kendrick Lamar was alluding to. And are you surprised that the liberals are doing what? They're trying to turn this all into go vote for Joe Biden and Kamala and stay away from evil Trump. They've been trying to evil Trump us before the election, after the election, and this is just another evil Trump statement. Ain't nobody falling for that. Hell no, hell no, hell no, hell no. You voted for the wrong guy.
We need a revolution, just not that kind of revolution. And obviously, it's going to be televised because of the technology that exists currently. This is directly towards Donald Trump and Elon Musk. After
what? Kendrick wasn't talking about no damn Elon. You think Kendrick Lamar was on that stage talking about Elon? You ain't said nothing about 40 acres and a mule. You ain't said nothing about police brutality. You ain't said nothing about black excellence. You didn't talk about the lineage. You didn't talk about the culture. You didn't talk about the heritage. You think that Lamar went up there to talk about Elon? This is what the liberals will try to do. This is the liberal version of a Mayo meltdown. This is the Democrat version of a Mayo meltdown. They like their Mayo in rainbow. They like rainbow Mayo. So they can spin you to go vote for the blue party. And the MAGA is out here having MAGA meltdowns so they can just complain and be upset that black folks are getting out of pocket. This is the damn difference. Checkmate. The hell up out of here. It was about Elon. Y'all knew damn well when you see Brad acting like Becky, you knew that was about to go all the way left. And I mean left and liberal left, right? You knew it already. So again, family, think about what we done. I've already showed you all of the MAGA having a meltdown, right? You knew that was coming. I showed you the tethers pop up. You knew that was coming. We showed you the liberal MAGA, we had the liberal Mayo anti-MAGA crowd. You knew that was coming. Every single thing that we talk about all displayed itself right there on that stage. Every single thing that we talked about. Everything is easy. When you understand the way the game goes, the Lucky Charms, you like that, bro. You ain't wrong. That's a good one. Yes, every single thing that we knew was going to go down, it's exactly how it went down. Everybody is trying to get in on this. It's FBA, but we used to it. Are we not used to it, y'all? Are we not used to that? This is how we know what's coming. This is why we can sit here and have the conversation. We got 2.1 thousand people in here, and I see every single one of y'all already knowing it. Like, nah, nice try. Nope, get the hell up out of here. Try again. You better bounce. Peace, deuces. Get the hell up out of here, Rainbow Rob. Rainbow Rob ain't fooling foundational black Americans. It's a new era. We see their ass a mile away. No. MAGA Mayo, they not fooling foundational black Americans. No. See their ass from a mile away. Who can really get any jokes off, tricks off, or con games? They can't bamboozle us no more. They can't had us or con game us anymore. No. None of that trickery will work. So therefore, they're kind of out of pocket and out of bounds right now. They're in a world where they got to realize, what do we do without the con games? What do we do without the hustling? What do we do when there's nothing that we can say that's going to stop FBA from pushing along? There's nothing that they can do. There's nothing that they can say. There's nothing that they can come up with. It is a wrap for them. It is an absolute wrap for them. And that is because foundational black Americans see past all the trickery. And we simply do it, y'all, just by standing on code, standing on business. And that's why they're really afraid. This is why they're really shook. And this is why everybody's just absolutely having these meltdowns. It's simply based on the fact that FBA is in the building, in the place. Ball is going to ball and them haters going to hate. Speaking of people who try to get in on what we've been doing, y'all know this right here happened, and let's go into it. Y'all know that they couldn't get FBA involved in their conflicts, so they try to bring their conflicts over here. That Tether guy who popped up and he was trying to wave that flag, let's go over there on this guy, all right? Y'all know over the last 2 years, they've been trying to get FBA involved in the Free Gaza, Sudan. They've been trying to get that there. Family, we got, what Tupac say? Y'all remember the song, All Eyes on Me? Tupac said, I got busters, I got haters, and the police looking at me. That's what FBA is, okay? We got MAGA, we got Rainbow, we got Mayo, and Tethers looking at us. It's all eyes on FBA. We step up in the club, and everybody just starts watching us. That Tether tried to get involved and try to hijack Kendrick Lamar's performance because they couldn't get us out in the streets to join in. Remember, y'all, it was the Palestinians trying to get us to save them in their protests last year. Now it's the illegal Mexicans. There's always somebody who's trying to get us to save them, but it ain't working.
His name is Nantambu Zulkarnain. Apologies.
Nantambu Zulkarnain. Family, Nantambu Zulkarnain is out here trying to take the shine away from Kendrick. I be damned.
If I mispronounce that, may Allah reward him and elevate his status on the day of judgment and grant him intergenerational firdaus. He basically applied to be a part of the halftime show, like the people on stage, just so that he could hold up this symbol of protest for both Palestine and Sudan. Allahumma barik. He's actually Muslim, mashallah, Allahumma barik. May Allah reward him for using that moment of fame to speak on some really severe issues going on in both Sudan and Palestine. May Allah free them both, and may Allah reward those suffering in both Palestine.
Now, what does that got to do with FBA? What does that got to do with foundational Black Americans? That ain't got a goddamn thing to do. That ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about. That ain't got nothing to do. I got you on the volume. I got you, family. This is what y'all know. Tethers like to whisper. This is the Tether whisperer. But yes, what does this have to do with foundationals? Nothing.
Him and elevate his status on the day of judgment and grant him intergenerational firdaus. He basically applied to be a part of the halftime show, like the people on stage, just so that he could hold up this symbol of protest for both Palestine and Sudan. Allahumma barik. He's actually Muslim, mashallah, Allahumma barik. May Allah reward him for using that moment of fame to speak on some really severe issues going on in both Sudan and Palestine. May Allah free them both, and may Allah reward those suffering in both Palestine and Sudan. He basically said that I don't want to face my creator as a sign of weak faith by not speaking up. He did get tackled by security. Alhamdulillah, they are not pressing any charges, which would be ridiculous anyways, but he is banned for life from any.
It'd be ridiculous to press any charges. Remember what we were saying, y'all? They don't give a damn about the law. These people don't care about the law, y'all. They don't give a damn about the law, not at all. This individual basically said disrupting an event. If me and you were to run on that damn field and they tackled us, they would get us with all forms of trespassing. How come it ain't trespassing here with Mr. Lambamba? Huh? How come? They don't give a damn. All they see is FBA. Notice this individual right here ain't said nothing about what Kendrick was talking about. Again, Rainbow Rob wasn't talking about what Kendrick was talking about. This lady right here ain't talking about what Kendrick was talking about. That Tether who interrupted, he wasn't talking about what Kendrick was talking about. How are you not even talking about what the damn performer was speaking on? Think about that. Nobody's even talking about the reason why we're all here. You're having this conversation because Kendrick Lamar put on a performance and he started talking about Black American grassroots issue. You're having this conversation because Kendrick Lamar started talking about our history, talking about our oppression. All these people that you're seeing, all these outsiders, they're all sitting here having conversations, but they're not talking about the conversation that Kendrick Lamar presented to the world. 133.5 million people to be exact. Again, you're talking about FBA, but you ain't talking about FBA. You know why? Because this individual right here is a Tether who's absolutely okay with stealing from us and taking our attention. That's what it is. Y'all notice how cool she is? She ain't even mentioning us. She like, yeah, then, alhamdulillah to him, and he did so great, and he did so wonderful. I appreciate him. His hairline is going way to hell back there to this wall. You know what I'm saying? He can't eat. His village done crippled and came down, and he's a Tether. But hey, nothing about what the damn issue is. Look how careful and look how calm these people are with stealing. That's one thing about FBA. We ain't cool with stealing. We don't steal. We shame people who steal in our community. There's nothing worse than someone who's a thief. And these people are thieves, and they're the ultimate thief. A thief of culture, a thief of energy, a thief of lineage, of heritage, of tangibles, thief of reparations if they get their hands on them. These people are okay with it. This is what it is. None of these people have anything that is positive for us. I want you guys to take two things away from what I'm saying. The first thing I want you to take away from is notice how everyone's trying to remix foundational Black Americans and what Kendrick Lamar stated into their own issue. They're trying to remix themselves in and take it home. And then I want you to focus on how calm and okay they are with it. That's why when we go in on these tethers and people say, oh, y'all need to quit calling them tethers, that means you go ahead and get nice to somebody who's absolutely cool with stealing from you, and you're going to get stole from every day of your life. Show me somebody who's nice to a tether, and I'm going to show you somebody who car going to be missing, house going to be missing, home going to be missing, friends going to be missing. They will take everything. They will take the clothes off your back. So go ahead and play nice with a tether and see how it don't work. Come out where tether you are.
The NFL games, I believe. The thing that I thought was beautiful is basically he's responding to the fact that Trump said that the United States should take over Gaza and that they want to prevent Gazans from being able to return to their homes. May Allah make it so that this never happens. But Nantambu basically is saying, like, I hope that Allah shifts Trump's heart to be more empathetic and compassionate towards Palestinians and do what's right in Palestine and open his mind to what's happening to those who are suffering. And then he said, and if he can also help the Sudanese, which I'm sure he can. And he also said that him protesting was inspired by him being Muslim, by Islam, because he said that represents truth, justice.
Nah, you protesting was based on foundational Black Americans doing what foundational Black Americans do, and you couldn't get any further. This is an absolute great comment right here. Absolutely. How come you didn't protest during the game? How come? And by the way, y'all notice they didn't ever protest when Bruce Springsteen was playing. I didn't see none of that. They didn't protest when the Beach Boys was playing. When they had all them damn OW groups playing, no protest. Notice how all the protests start popping up when foundational Black Americans start getting on certified energy. When we start really having an on-code base for everything we're doing, now you start seeing it. Family, where do we go where there ain't tethers? Tell me where. Where do we go where there ain't tethers? The man can't even do a damn halftime Super Bowl commercial, performance without them popping up. Speaking of commercials, y'all remember that commercial they had during the Super Bowl? I don't know if y'all remember it. You had Snoop Dogg, you had Tom Brady. All of them people were there, and they were talking about bring America together. That's what they were all talking about. They said, we got to bring America together. We need to have a whole commercial about anti-Semitism, right? No pushback on that. Soon as foundational Black Americans and Kendrick Lamar rap some songs, then everybody's talking about it. So over here in commercial time, everybody's talking about we need to come together when Blacks aren't included. Soon as a Black man start talking about Black issues, then everybody wants to get divisive again. You see what I'm talking about? These people never pop up anywhere. We're not playing them trick games or any of that con work that they're trying to do. We know what you're up to. You want to steal from foundational Black Americans. And what you need to go do is you need to go and steal somebody's goddamn wig, and you need to go ahead and lace that thing up. And because we see that hairline is linked all the way back, Jack. And that ain't what we going for up in here. No way at all. Hell no. This is what it is. I was not shocked. I was not surprised. I had an expectation that tethers was going to show up, y'all. I just knew it. I said, there's going to be some tethers. I said, some tethers going to come popping up out the woodwork. And soon as it happened, it is literally like Vegas, family. You would make a lot of money if you called out how these people were going to try to interfere and intervene in what's happening. And guess what went down? They started popping up out the woodwork, and boom, tethers had to get in. There's not a place where foundational Black Americans go where you don't see tethers. Now, that's one. Now let's go to the other side. I told y'all we was going to break some good game down right here, right? We've already broke down how everybody's trying to remix and tether themselves in, how they try to spin this and turn it into a political affair. All the Democrats want to take the energy from this Black American grassroots performance and turn it into go vote blue, all right? And then all the MAGAs having meltdowns because they can't accept Black folks, don't give a damn what they're talking about, right? Let me show you this as well. You're going to have the tether who just wants to steal. Then you're going to have the tether who comes around here and acting like it was about them. Yeah, this is what's happening now. Now you got these tethers who are coming out and they're trying to act like the performance was theirs. No lie, I'm not lying. Now you got a bunch of tethers out here saying they not like us was for them. It was all about them, the performance. They was repping it. Yeah. You know that's one thing of tethers. You got two tethers. You got the tether who just says, hey, I'm not y'all. I'm stealing from you. Then you got the other tether who says, hey, man, we all friends, man. We friends. Nice to see you. We friends. Can I have what you have? Okay, bye. Now you got a bunch of Africans popping up, and they're out there talking about the symbology that don't apply to them. Yeah, I'm not lying, fam. I'm not lying. You got them talking about the symbology. They're talking about the 1960s when their family wasn't even here. They're out here talking about the revolution, has nothing to do with them. They're not talking about all these things going on in their homeland. They're out there talking about, yeah, not like us. Y'all remember that whole thing. That song, Not Like Us, and the ramifications around it, it has created a whole bunch of cloudy, murky behavior from people, all right? You got a lot of people who came from all these different areas and acting like it's their song. You had all summer long, you had people talking about something, yeah, man, not like us. You are the they that he's talking about. They didn't want to give that to FBA, so they started trying to insert themselves. Look at this tether right here, y'all, and I'm not lying. This individual know damn well that song ain't got nothing to do with her or her people, and watch how she's out here just talking about this damn song like it's all about her and as if she's a Black American. What she's really doing, y'all, is saying, I'm a Black American and I have the right to say so. Watch this.
The symbolisms behind Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance, chef's kiss. Now, Kendrick Lamar has had a phenomenal...
First off, chef kiss? Man, we don't say no BS like that. Man, get the hell. They start off on some they not like us and then turn around and say they are like us. If you don't get the hell up out of here, I just agree. It was so great. Mwah, chef kiss. If you don't take that back to wherever the hell you from, she looked like a double tether. Okay, so she fled probably from somewhere in Africa to England, and then she tried to flee from England to America. This is a two-time in tether. Get the hell up out of here.
The nuances, the symbolisms behind Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance, chef's kiss. Now, Kendrick Lamar has had a phenomenal and iconic week this week. Listen, this man bagged 5 awards at the Grammys. Listen, this man was at the Grammys receiving his awards and had the crowd singing A minor at the fucking Grammys. He had Taylor Swift losing her mind. Like, she was like, yes, right here with my tentative. Now, the symbols behind the...
Freeze. Y'all notice how proud she was that Taylor Swift was dancing? Family, did any of y'all give a damn that Taylor Swift was dancing? Did any of y'all care? FBA don't give a damn if Taylor Swift is rocking out. We wasn't sitting there saying, oh, Taylor Swift, y'all. Ooh, you see how the tether still want validation from white mommy and daddy? You see what I'm talking about? You see how she's over there super elated? Look how happy she is that a W is out there acknowledging her.
He had Taylor Swift losing her mind. Like, she was like, yes, right here with my tentative. Now, the symbols behind the Super Bowl performance were so subtle. They were so subtle but pungent. They packed a punch. They packed a punch. Starting off strong was this lowercase a, right? This lowercase a at first glance is just a lowercase a. No, babe. It's a reference to his line, A minor. Now, we all...
Uh-oh, everybody. Breaking news, water's wet. She just came out with some deep comprehensive study. Man, she done broke the damn physics code. Jeez, oh goodness, man, that took a lot of work to come up with.
Know that Kendrick Lamar is the king of double entendres. A minor is a chord in musical theory, right? A minor is a small person, human. Also,
uh-oh, y'all, what a science class this is.
So, under the age. Speaking of double entendres, he had a man called Samuel L. Jackson dressed as Uncle Sam.
What? Are y'all hearing this, certifieds? My certifieds, tell me y'all hearing this. Tell me she didn't just sit there. He had a man named Samuel L. Jackson. Can you believe? A black man named Samuel L. was there? This is just exquisite news. I would have never thought this when I was a little girl who was in Manchester, who came here from Nigeria. Who would have thought this would occur? What the hell is this, y'all?
Under the age. Speaking of double entendres, he had a man called Samuel L. Jackson dressed as Uncle Sam. You can't make this shit up. Now, this is obviously a reference to Uncle Sam and capitalism in America. Mind you, his script is emphasizing how black people should act in a certain way, how black people shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. It's basically making reference to how Uncle Sam controls how black people act and then writing the narrative of black individuals in America.
Freeze. Man. Family, I'm going to get back to that Tether babble. That is not what it was about. It was not about Uncle Sam controlling black people. It was Uncle Sam in the United States of America having perceptions, trying to keep black Americans in a box that we're not going for. Now, in her brain, that's what it was, because the government, runs everything they do. It's not about them controlling us. If you listen to what Samuel L. Jackson was talking about, what Samuel L. Jackson was saying is, this is how America tries to keep black Americans in a box. This is how America tries to keep black Americans away from what we have created. Therefore, every metaphor and symbolic emblems that Kendrick Lamar was inserting in the performance, that was saying how we push back on all that, and then we still break through all of those things and still achieve what we achieve. It had nothing to do with any of that. Nothing to do with any of that. And are you surprised that a Tether is basically saying things like the white man keeps y'all controlled? It wasn't about us being controlled. Matter of fact, if you think about it, y'all, think about our history, right? In the United States of America. Let me say this that Tethers don't listen. I know you got Tethers in the chat right now. I know Tethers be hopping. Yeah, the government. You ain't lying. You know Tethers is all in the chat, left and right. We don't walk around here and say that we're controlled, okay? Let's get there, family, okay? Black Americans, we talk about these people hating on us and them trying to stop us and then us checking them. Our history in terms of what they've done to us and how we've defeated them is a story of persevering. It's a story of breaking through everything that they try to put in front of us. We have a story about obstacles that we jump over. And then it is a story about blockades in which we achieve. We don't have a story of being beaten, broken down, and controlled. All right, let's make this clear. When you talk about slavery in America, we don't walk around here and talk about slavery, about how they defeated us and we was just bad slaves and we was no good. When we talk about it, we talk about how we took lemons and made lemonade, how we built America. Look what we're talking about now. We built America. We don't run around here and say, man, we was all just defeated slaves and he controlled us and we ain't nothing. I'm a bad man. You should just give me a whooping, massa. We don't talk like that. Y'all see the difference between us and them? They not like us. You see the difference between us and them when the oppressor shows up? Our beliefs are simply, get the hell up out of my way. You put this, and this in front of black Americans, we gonna knock all that down, then we gonna get you. That's how we talk about. Our story is about power, empowerment, persevering, defeating all odds in accomplishing things. We take the worst of the worst thing that has ever happened to us, slavery, and we don't even talk about just being slaves and being beaten. We talk about, damn, we were slaves and built America. Let me tell you something. Like I tell my brother, if these individuals can have us enslaved and we can build a country during enslavement, you want to know why we're so great? We going there today, y'all. Everybody smash that like button. We rocking. You want to talk about why foundational black Americans are so great, why we walk with that step, why we got that bop? It's because we did the greatest thing ever. We built America while we were dealing with the worst thing ever, enslavement. We didn't build America afterwards. We built America during slavery. Now, you know that's special, that's unique, that's talented as hell, and only we can do that. Remember that right now. These people are out here getting colonized in their own homeland. These people out here getting whooped where they're from. And we created America during oppression. That's a hell of a thing. How do you deal with enslavement and at the same exact time build the country that is the most dominant country on the face of the planet? Think about this, y'all. America is the most dominant country on the face of the earth. And we built it. Why we were slaves, meaning picking cotton in shackles, literally getting whooped. And, in the meantime, in between time, we built America. You exceptional. And then when you want to add everything after that, that shows you even more how great we are. So basically, y'all, we stacked greatness on greatness on greatness on greatness. Go through every single decade, century in America, and then get to us right now. And now we're doing great things. How great are we? We're so great right now that it's all eyes on FBA. We were here last week talking about how everybody's talking about us. We were here 2 weeks ago talking about how everybody's talking about us. We were here 2 months ago talking about how everybody's talking about us. And right now, voila, after the Super Bowl, everybody's talking about us. Ain't nobody talking about deportation. That's out the news. DEI, that's out the damn news. US aid, out the news. The number one story on the earth is Kendrick Lamar's performance, and everybody's talking about FBA culture based on his performance. Are you surprised that we be right here talking about FBA? Nope, because they're always talking about FBA. Back to the tether. So we ain't out here talking about how Uncle Sam controls us. That's your people. Y'all like to be controlled.
Making reference to how Uncle Sam controls how Black people act and then writing the narrative of Black individuals in America. He's saying and doing all of this in front of the first ever sitting president to attend the Super Bowl, which is Donald Trump. There's never been a president to attend the Super Bowl. And it just so happens that the year that the first, hey, Uncle Sam is there too. Guys, the references are unmatched. I don't want to.
Why you care about the references? They ain't got nothing to do with you. Why are you talking about our culture over here in America? And by the way, wasn't nobody giving a damn about Donald Trump? Again, Donald Trump does not revolve around the minds of foundational Black Americans. I don't give a damn about Donald Trump at all. Only thing I give a damn about when it comes to Donald Trump is using him as a chess piece. And if he ain't a chess piece, the hell with him. That's how we feel about Donald Trump. And that's how we feel about everybody. Donald Trump ain't my friend, ain't my buddy. All I'm focused on is foundational Black Americans and getting it done.
Lie. He thought this one through. Kendrick had all his dancers wearing red, white, and blue, which are the primary colors of the American flag. Himself, his outfit was also primary colors, red, white, and blue. Imagine saying that people are going to sue you if you perform a song and then perform it anyway. He literally looked in the eye of the camera and said, "Say, Drake, I heard you like them young. Stay away from South Block 1." Mind you, during the halftime performances, the NFL focuses in on the artist mics, right? And they kind of mute the crowd. But during a minor, they literally unmuted the fucking crowd. I swear, you can't make this shit up. There were other content creators that were also speculating that with the tracksuits that he made his dancers wear, he's making reference to Squid Games. And the ending of the show where he says game over is literally him just saying that I won, motherfucker. Guys.
And you ain't never won nothing, not in your homeland or the new homeland that you fled to, okay? That's the difference. So if we want to take some type of lesson about individuals winning, we won't be talking to you, Mrs. Tether 247. Easy work. So you see, again, you got the Tethers acting like it was about them. You got the Tethers who said they didn't like it. Then you got Mayo having a meltdown. Then you got Rainbow having a meltdown. This is all within 3 days, family. 3 days, and FBA has the world this shook up. Like Muhammad Ali say, we must be the greatest. We must be the goddamn greatest. If FBA's got everybody shook up to this degree, to this aspect. It's a beautiful thing, family. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. That's how FBA gets down, and we certified all the goddamn time. Yes, we are. So I got more that I want to show y'all in terms of people out here being upset, being mad, having breakdowns, you know, the typical type of behavior that you see from these individuals. But one of the things I want to show y'all first before I go there, I want to show y'all this. This is why FBA ain't out here explaining anything. The explanation days are over. I don't give a damn about explaining at all. That's that Black Lives Matter talk. Nobody's out here explaining to these people. If you're mad, this is my motto. If you're mad, stay mad.
About the halftime show that was racist. Because there was no white women. It doesn't matter if there's white women or not.
She said there was no white women. That's why she's mad, y'all.
About the halftime show that was racist. Because there was no white women. It doesn't matter if there's white women or not. Nobody cares. Why did you care? Why did you care? Because that's my therapy is dancing. So what? What the fuck does it matter if there were white people? What does it matter if there was white people? Because if it was a white singer with no black. When fucking Bruce Springsteen throws a concert and nobody is black on stage, you do care. Yes, I do. No, you don't. I'm trying to hear one word.
Freeze. This right here, all of the videos and all the breakdowns, and she's sitting there talking about something. She's mad because there's not a W involved. This is how they feel. And delineation of not giving a damn really hurts their feelings because they feel that they should be included in every single thing we do. Once again, y'all, this is the hail to the no generation. I've been saying that. We went from the yes, we can generation where people think W women got to get included. Doesn't that sound a lot like DEI? See, you see how they try to DEI you with everything, okay? You see how we push back and we reject DEI? Because once they start DEIing you, in the social world, the workplace, then they just basically DEI you everywhere. That's why Black Americans don't want nothing to do with that. That is a W woman who feels that she should be included in affirmative action and DEI, and that's in the workplace. And apparently she feels that she should be included at Super Bowl halftime performances. You see why we push back against that and we don't want anything to do with it? You see why? This is why we don't go for any policies that these individuals put in front of us, because it's never put in front of us to benefit us. That's all that is. Absolutely, my sister. That is DEI babble, straight up. I think I should be included. Why? Because the Democrats said I should. You know, they give me everything else. Y'all know how they say it's about Black Americans, and then you look back a year later and you see all the statistics are for somebody else. That's what they want to do with the performance. And one of the main things about the performance is that it was all Black across the board. You had Kendrick Lamar, all the dancers, you had SZA, and then you had Serena Williams out there crip walking. Speaking of crip walking, how many of y'all seen John Leguizamo? Did y'all see John Leguizamo? John Leguizamo, let's go there now. We talk about tethers, fam. It is a tether affair every time foundational Black Americans show up, y'all. Every damn time. John Leguizamo, the same one that we was checking here a couple days ago, y'all know he went from one crow, okay, to now what he's trying to do is he's trying to come at FBA, and he's trying to say how the Crip Walk was created by Mexicans. Yeah, and he does all of this after the performance. So John Leguizamo, who last time we seen him was out here trying to get foundational Black Americans to save all the people with deportations. Let's go there. He was Juan Crow, because John Leguizamo, he bought all of the hidden colors or had somebody bring them to him. He pulled out a pen and a pad, a calculator, a laptop, and he studied hidden colors all the way through. Every single element. He studied every single episode, every single part of the series. And then John Leguizamo, he tried to make his own version of it for Chicanos, and he tried to make all that Juan Crow talk. Now he comes out and he tries to tell Black Americans, mind you now, you got Fat Joe talking about Puerto Rican started hip hop. Now you got John Leguizamo out here saying they created the Crip Walk. He wasn't saying none of that till he seen Serena Williams out there Crip walking. Look at this right here, y'all. Look at this. Oh, by the way, that ain't the end of it. Now let's get on them. Remember the mass deportation audience? Remember the Black folks, y'all need to help us? What's wrong with y'all Black folks? Remember that, right? Remember all the people who just last week was telling Black Americans, we don't need y'all. Y'all stay at home. They went from we need you to we don't need you. Look how they were feeling about Kendrick Lamar. Y'all know the Blacks and Browns coalition had to have a word, right? Watch this shit right goes here. Out to Kendrick. Watch this guy. He says that Kendrick Lamar shit goes out to is basically racist. Yep. You knew they was going to have something. So this is tether number 506. And they all talking about Kendrick.
This shit goes out to Kendrick Lamar. Man, when he just finished his song, turned his TV off, what's up with the homie Lefty Gunplay? What's up with him, huh? Why he didn't show up all of a sudden, huh? You don't want no Mexicans, huh? F you, motherfuckers. This shit.
What? You see what we talking about, y'all? You see what we saying? Look how angry, how hurt, how upset, how terrified and petrified this man done got. Y'all see? You see how it's going? This is the firestorm, y'all. Now he out here saying, Kendrick Lamar, you don't want any Mexicans because you didn't put Lefty Gunplay. Like Lefty Gunplay was going to show, by the way, who left? Nobody know who the hell that is. Like he was going to come to the halftime performance and contribute any goddamn thing. Really? Just go ahead and say it, Jorge. You're upset and you're angry that Kendrick Lamar performance didn't have any of your people there, but even more so, you're mad that none of our people came to your mass deportation protests. That's what you're really mad at, fam. This individual is really mad that Black Americans did not come to those mass deportation protests, and he's trying to take it out on Kendrick Lamar.
Goes out to Kendrick Lamar. Man, when he just finished his song, turned his TV off, what's up with the homie Lefty Gunplay? What's up with him, huh? Why he didn't show up all of a sudden, huh? You don't want no Mexicans, huh? F you, motherfuckers.
And that's why we ain't come to y'all goddamn little protest. You ain't lying. Yeah, speak some English. And you know, what's up with the TV? When you turn your TV off? What the hell? Listen, that is what he mad at. Dude out here super mad, super angry that we don't come to the deportations. Remember, y'all, I told you, this is all political. This is all social. This is what this is really about. They're really upset and they're really mad at Black Americans. And they're trying to take this all out on Kendrick Lamar's performance. That's what this is all about. They're mad that Black Americans didn't come to their little protest rally and we sitting there watching them get locked up and deported. That's what this is about. You mad, ha ha ha. You upset because you getting deported and foundational Black Americans ain't there. So you trying to take this all out on Kendrick Lamar. But guess what? Your protest didn't make the news. It didn't make the local news. It didn't make the goddamn camcorders. It didn't make the cell phones. No one gives a damn. But everybody's talking about us. So as soon as that happens, what you got? John Leguizamo comes out and he starts talking about the damn Crip Walk. Yes, he does. Y'all sit here and see this, man. The Crip Walk comes from Chicano culture, but Black people's made it funkier and national. They only use that type of language, y'all, when they can steal foundational Black American creations and then hit you with the, it's kind of like both of ours. I'll just keep it in my house. Be very cautious. What they really want to do is they want to come out and just take it. They want to come out and just say, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. They know we're not going to let them go for that. And then they know that the world knows that FBA started this. This is some 50-50 talk. This is the same exact thing that Fat Joe be doing. Coming out here trying to say how we really started it. It really belongs to us. Y'all just came in and made it better. No, no, no. We made it better when we started it. We didn't make it better after you started it. We made it better. We started it and then we evolved it. And now you're out here trying to mimic it. Nice try, Julio, Romero, Gonzalez. You better try again. And this is what they do. Eventually, y'all, and you starting to see this now. Now they're out there doing the Memphis juking. They out there doing all of that way out in Asia now. It's FBA culture that all these people want to follow, all these people want to watch, all these people want to duplicate. Yep. And you know, all of these dances that we do are rooted in FBA culture, top to bottom, pillar to post, inside out. They know that. We know that. The whole damn world knows that. So he comes out and he tries to say how FBA just came and we made that culture better. No, we made it. That's some 50-50. So, fam, are they trying to 50-50 the Crip Walk? That ain't even 50-50 if you think about it. That's literally 100. They're saying that we are basically after effects. We came in after they created it and just made it better. No, we made it. Let me show y'all this. Family, look at this. Look at this right here. Look, this is what he says now. This is what this man says. Y'all tell me, does this look like anything foundational Black Americans are out here? Look at it. Y'all know goddamn well FBA is on a different time. Look at that. Y'all tell me what that look like to y'all. Y'all tell me what that looks like to you. I need to know. FBA, what is that lady doing? What is that lady doing, family? She out there salsa walking. That's what she doing, because she damn sure ain't out there Crip walking. No, 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 no. Whoa, Nelly, you better come again, because that ain't cutting it. You trying to tell me FBA got that from you? Man, please. Please, man, hell to the no. You better try again. Ain't no way in hell foundational Black Americans is doing any of that. Hell no. You better take that one somewhere else to somebody who's going to believe you, because we're not. They don't understand, y'all. Our music, our dances, everything we do is rooted in literally thousands of years of FBA culture. I don't know why. Just because y'all can only trace y'all stuff back to 5 years ago after you seen us doing it, doesn't mean that we're on that same page. We've been doing this for years, way before any of y'all showed up. Y'all not nowhere near in our thoughts. Y'all not nowhere near in our actions. Foundational Black Americans, everything we do, family, from politics to entertainment to dances, we can go and trace it back hundreds to thousands of years. These people can't go back no further than 2 weeks ago. And then when they come back and they show us something, they showing us some stuff like this. Man, don't nobody give a damn about none of that. Don't nobody give a damn about none of that. So now they're out here saying how they created The Crip Walk. That's what they're doing. They created the Crip Walk now, and they're trying to go ahead and they're trying to tether onto that. Family, nothing is safe with a tether. Nothing is safe with a tether, y'all. They want every damn thing that they can possibly imagine. They will try to take every single thing the foundational Black Americans create and try to spin it on their own, and they didn't give a damn about it till they seen Serena. See, what it is now, Serena was Crip walking at the performance, and everybody was talking about it. So you see again, y'all, Kendrick Lamar does a performance everybody's talking about. Here come all the tethers trying to latch on. Serena Williams does the Crip walk, and now that's trending and everybody's talking about it. And now here come all the tethers trying to latch on. John Leguizamo been in hiding. He's been in hiding. He been ducked off. He ain't been saying nothing. Soon as FBA's on the front page again with the Super Bowl performance and Kendrick Lamar, here come John Leguizamo out of his taco truck hiding. And now he's out here trying to put that in there. By the way, this dude was saying that he was Puerto Rican. He's really Colombian. And now he's trying to talk about Mexicans. Pick one. This shows you what he's done. And I start looking at some of his tweets, y'all. Now he's trying to get on board with the come help us FBA. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Here we go. I'm going to read this to you. This is how desperate he is now. He's trying to latch on to FBA's popularity. He's trying to reach on to FBA's energy. All that Juan Crow stuff wasn't working. All that 50-50 hip-hop stuff wasn't working. We have exposed all of that as frauds and lies. Now look, Wendell Pierce wrote, the mass deportation of illegal immigrants is a racist purge of the Latino and Black communities. Notice no raids of the Russian community in Britain Beach or Irish community of Boston, where known undocumented immigrants regularly live. No European immigrant communities raided. John Leguizamo retweeted and said, funny that they raid us. They raid us, Latinos and Black peoples. Whoa. Wait a minute now. No. Ain't no us. No. You was Juan Crow. Don't come over here and try to be Jim Crow again. Look what he's doing. He's trying to put out all these come save us FBA. This is a come save me FBA tweet right here. He says, notice, funny how they raid us Latino and Black peoples, but not the thousands of white undocumented immigrants. Wonder why racist policies ever. Nah, bruh. Nah, nope. FBA ain't going for that one. You better try again. You better try that with somebody else. I know what you're trying to do right there. Nah. See, what it was is that you was out here kicking all of that Juan Crow talk because you didn't think anybody was going to say something about mass deportations. Now that you see mass deportations popping off, you want to come out here and you want to try to get FBA to come save you. When it was Juan Crow, it was Juan Crow. When you thought you was good to go, you thought you was good to go. Now, out of nowhere, Kamala Harris lost. And remember, he supported Kamala. Now they want to say, damn, a year ago I was stealing from FBA, and now I need FBA. It ain't going to work. Never that. So he's putting out all these tweets trying to get FBA to come get on board. And what we doing, y'all, we sitting back and we laughing. We laughing at all that. We ain't coming to help none of y'all. We ain't coming out here. No, you was Juan Crow a year ago. You was trying to steal our history a year ago, and now you want to come out here and talk about the Black community. We're not getting deported. You must be talking about the Africans. You talking about the Africans, say African. See, he don't want to say African because he knows Africans ain't going to really do nothing. They ain't out here building nothing. They ain't going to save your protest or help your movement. He tries to say Black, and they use vague terms on purpose. They use loose terms on purpose because if they don't say Black Americans or FBA, then they can try to get us to come get involved. What he really should be saying is us Latinos and Africans. Notice now, when he said Latinos, he didn't say brown people. He said Latinos. But when he started talking about Black folks, he didn't get specific then. When he starts talking about brown, he got specific, Latino. When he started talking about Black, he didn't get specific African. He didn't get specific Jamaican. He didn't get specific Haitian. No, he didn't get specific when he started talking about them. So he's specific about Latinos, but he's very vague when he starts talking about Black people. You know why? It's because he wants you to believe that Black Americans are getting deported. So he said, if I can keep that door open, maybe I can come get 2 or 3 Black Americans to come over here and help us. No. Delineation is here, and we are not Black Jamaicans, Black Africans. They just melanated. We out here on some certified foundational Black American business. You ain't talking to us. I don't give a damn what loosey-goosey ass term you use. You can come up with a goddamn word. And whatever you say or you utter out your goddamn mouth is going to get the same response. We ain't helping nothing, Julio Romero Leguizamo. February 28th, boycott my Latino and Black fam. Don't spend a dime. Here we go, y'all. They're trying to come out here with part 2 of their immigrant protest. Remember that first one didn't work, right? Remember that first one was trash. Now look what they're doing. Now, economic blackout on February 28th, 2025. Take part and share the news. Wait a minute, y'all. Didn't they just have one last Tuesday? Last Tuesday, they had the same exact thing. Why are y'all doing another one? Oh, because the one last Tuesday failed. The one last Tuesday, nobody gave a damn about. Fam, how in the hell are they having another mass deportation, anti-ICE day without immigrants? We already had a day without immigrants, and nobody gave a damn, and they went on about their day. So why the hell are we going to come and help you out this time around? Not happening. This is what happens when you're not used to building anything. This is what happens when you're not used to creating anything. When you can't do either of those two, then you start having to regurgitate things time after time after time again, and none of that works. If you haven't heard, there will be an economic blackout February 28th nationwide. This means don't buy anything. I ain't doing that unless it's from a small business. No gas, no fast food, and definitely nothing from places like Target, Walmart, or Amazon. Y'all notice now? This is that damn Al Sharpton DEI stuff. Y'all notice, family, that all of the immigrants are protesting the same places that all of the Black Democrats are protesting? Y'all notice that, right? Y'all see what we talking about? Isn't it funny that the same exact people are protesting the same exact things? That's very, very funny in the light. Al Sharpton was coming out here and he was telling Black Americans that we need to protest the same place that John Leguizamo is telling us to protest. Maybe because it's all some Democratic vote blue and it's all some steal from FBA. Get the word out. We want them to see that we have the power. We will start a day 1, then 3, then specific companies until the message is heard. Please spread the word. Thank you. February 28th, boycott my Latino and Black fam. Nope. How about this? My hell no fam. My ain't happening fam. My you better ask somebody else fam. My I'm sitting on the goddamn couch. I ain't doing none of that fam. This man said no gas. No gas, okay? Again, they want you to crash out. Why? So we can go do that and y'all can burn some flags? So you can call us every goddamn name in the book? FBA's not falling for that. And now they out here trying to get foundational Black Americans to get involved with all of that. And foundational Black Americans are saying hell to the no. We ain't getting involved in none of your protests. But I'll tell you what you can do. Juan Crow can help you. Go get Juan Crow, and Juan Crow will have your goddamn back. I'm sure Juan Crow will be there. Go hold your own Juan Crow. That's what you can do. Hold your own Juan Crow. And by the way, speaking of John Leguizamo, we already show receipts on him about how his father came out and said how he ain't really Puerto Rican, and basically he's tethering there. But let me show y'all some things right here, okay? Why they hold their own Juan Crow. All right, look at it. We found some things out about John Leguizamo that maybe he didn't want out there. Check this one out, you guys. John Leguizamo avoided son. Yeah. Not a typo, not a mistake. No. John Leguizamo avoided sun for years so he could stay light-skinned for Hollywood roles. Damn. What happened to all the Afro-Latinos and the majority of indigenous Latinos? They don't get a shot, the actor said. So there's a lot of things we got to deal with in Hollywood. So you've been avoiding the sun so you can stay light-skinned. I be there. Y'all see y'all laughing. I be there, sun runner. Absolutely. FBA don't do that. Okay. So no, ain't no Black fam over here. You better go get Luke and some Caribbeans or somebody. Okay. This man said he want the natural cake soap. He want the sun cake soap. Yeah, he said, I'm gonna go ahead and do the damn the vampire. That's what he said. The man said that he avoided sun so he can stay light-skinned for roles. And then he turned around and started talking about oppression. No. You were just out here and you was trying to do the taco tap dance for the dominant society so you can go ahead and you can get some jobs. So receipt on you. you ain't verified. And then to make you even less verified than that, here y'all go. Here's Rainbow Lozamo. Damn, that ain't good. Damn, so you was out there avoiding the sun, but you was out there putting on a blouse? Damn, that ain't good. Lozamo, just go ahead and say it. Go ahead and face it. You've been out here doing a lot of real backhanded, shady business. You've been out here blousing it up. You've been out here with them high heels on. And now you want to come around here and talk about Juan Crow. Your career failed. Your blouse fell. And I wonder who was behind you. And then so did your Juan Crow. Every single thing that you've done has failed, including this up and coming Day Without Immigrants Part Nueve. And foundational Black Americans say, hell no way, I ain't going. There it is. So no. No. You ain't gonna hit us with the crip wall. You ain't gonna steal none of that. You can't have it. Tethers, no. Y'all sit your asses down. Y'all all got problems. Remember, y'all, Tethers all have problems beyond FBA roasting them. FBA roasting them, that's just the icing on the cake. Every single thing else is even further bad for them. So bad, y'all. Remember a couple weeks ago, we said deportation done got so strong that they out here deporting taco trucks. Man, I'm not lying. They are out here deporting everybody. They deporting the Ebulas, okay? They out here deporting the goddamn Julios. They out here deporting the taco trucks. The damn taco trucks are getting snatched up by ICE, and it ain't nice. Look at this right here, y'all. I be damned. In the meantime, in between time, I'm going to need John Leguizamo to go help these folks because they out here getting their taco trucks deported. Damn. Watch this right here. Shout out to Tennessee. Much respect. Tennessee taco truck raided by plainclothes agents. Our community is scared. Black Alpha's not making this up. They are sending ICE agents to taco trucks. Damn. Sad day. There they go. Here they come. They're walking in. They say, uh-oh. Look, they in plain clothes, y'all. I never thought I'd live to see the day where you have federal agents in plain clothes raiding taco trucks. But the time is here. Uh-oh. Oh, he ready. Uh-oh. Here they come. He snatched him up. Look. He went to the back of the truck. He's coming for tacos. You gonna take your burritos. You gonna take your ass home, cause ICE don't play, no. I think he done snatched him up, and then he went to go grab him one. He done arrested them, y'all, and then he turned around and said, well, hell, while we here, I might as well go ahead and make me a goddamn hard taco and a soft shell while we here. The ICE agents done came. They done broke in and raided the taco truck. They done took out every Pedro, and then they went and grabbed them a soft shell before they left. Damn, America. Really? Watch him hold him. Look at that. He snatched him up. He said, no, I was almost finished. Nope. You ain't never done. But you can get on up out of here. Easy. Damn. And then out he goes. According to the New York Post. Easy. Damn, y'all. Man, oh man, oh man. I'm talking about it. ICE out here for real in these streets, man. They out here really rounding people up, snatching them up, grabbing them up. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really know where to run to. These people been thinking it's cool and sweet and dandy and fun. But apparently, you know what I'm saying? all that we created the Crip Walk stuff, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that just ain't really working for you, you know what I'm saying? So since that ain't really working for you, you know, who knows? Maybe, you know, you can go ahead and set up that truck back in your homeland, because apparently you can't do that here. Not at all. So they've been out here, family, trying to disrupt everything foundational Black Americans are doing, trying to get foundational Black Americans to get on board, trying to get foundational Black Americans to fall for whatever they're coming up with, just making up things. We created this, we created that, and the tethers right now are running scared. Fam, we've been following a story here on the Black Alpha Network here for a few days, okay? That Ayman Omar chick, y'all know what I'm talking about. I always mess her name up. Y'all bear with me. The one in Minnesota, the Somalian lady. Remember how we were just showing her and she was out here talking about how basically avoid ICE and she's not in her position to do anything for Black people or to do anything for Americans. She said she wasn't here to do anything for Americans. We're going to go from one tether to the next. Follow me now. She was out here talking about how she was not here to do anything for Americans and she was instructing people on how to avoid ICE. And then you started seeing people come out and say, all right, you go ahead and you stand in front of a federal agent, you're going to get trouble. That's why Donald Trump and his administration is suing everybody out there in Chicago, basically saying that you're helping everybody out. So we're going to go from the taco to the Omar. All right. So let's just make that shift. Y'all know we called her out. And what did we say, y'all? We said, you about to get your name on that list. And that list ain't a good list. Watch this right here, family. Fam, this is so funny. I'm sorry. Do y'all know that they done had breaking news? Oh, by the way, what are we all talking about on the Black Alpha Network? We always say, when they find out that you cannot keep Black folks in order, they find you as disposable, and then you get a scandal, right? Karen Bass, Eric Adams, Gavin Newsom. Every time you're seen as someone who cannot control Black folks, out of nowhere, you start getting scandals. Look at this. Do y'all know right here? Look at this. They done found this story on this woman right here. Ayman Omar did marry her brother. Fam, exclusive. Muslim Squad Congresswoman Ayhan Omar did in fact marry her brother and said she do what she had to do to get him papers to keep him in the U.S. Revelation sparks new calls for investigation into possible immigration and marriage fraud. She about to go home. Family, you can't make this up. You see what we talking about right here? You see why if somebody is not subscribed to the Black Alpha Network and not a part of the certified Black Society family, they are crazy. This woman done literally married her brother. She did some African scamming so she can get into America. We sat here last week and said, oh, they're going to get her. She was getting bold. She was out here saying, I'm going to do what I want to do. I don't give a damn what you say. Go ahead, try me. I'm going to tell them just to run from ICE. And we said, don't do that. You better not do that. You go ahead and do that. And what they going to do, they going to find you and they going to get you. And she did not take it serious. Nope. Family, less than 4 days later, it done came out that this woman married her own damn brother to stay in the United States of America. She about to go all the way home. All the way. As a matter of fact, right now I'm looking across my timeline and they're saying that, what's the guy's name? What is the guy down in Florida? DeSantis. They're saying DeSantis is calling for her to basically step down or get deported. So now Ron DeSantis is officially threw his name in the hat. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is calling for disgraced Congresswoman Omar to be expelled from Congress, denaturalized, and deported. Let me get that to you guys. Here we go. Damn. Right here. There you go, family. Right there. Here we go. DeSantis said, nope. There you go right there. Disgrace. And now DeSantis done popped in the fray right here. Here we go. Breaking. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is calling for disgraced Congresswoman to be expelled from Congress, denaturalized, and deported. I don't know how she gonna beat this one. Y'all laughing. Y'all go, yeah, you absolutely right. Diabolical. Damn. Diabolical. That's what it is. She about to go bye-bye. That didn't last all but a few days, y'all. Really, family? Family, a few days? They said get her up out the paint. So they're not playing. And remember, this is the lady who tried to get involved based on riding the coattails of Black Americans, trying to steal from foundational Black American struggles. And now it looks like she is on her way home. Not going to work out too good for you there. Sayonara. Catch you on another one. So yes, they are about to deport her. I don't know how she's going to beat that one. Because what I'm hearing, word on the street is these are further than just accusations. I'm hearing that they got some serious evidence. When Ron DeSantis comes out and he starts like calling for her to be expelled and deported, that means that they got a little, she's from Somalia. Yep. And she's about to be making some, so she's going to have some salami in Somalia real here soon. She about to be on up out of here. Yes. She ain't do nothing for us. Boom. So what you seeing now, y'all, my brother said Black Hawk Down. Yeah. They about to take all that Black Hawk Down stuff out on her. You know the dominant society. They very, very vengeful people, y'all. Very vengeful people. They probably right now watching Black Hawk Down on the goddamn big screen. And they just sitting there. They got a picture of her. They got a picture of that damn movie. And they sitting there popping popcorn saying, oh, we going to get her up out of here. Word on the street that I'm hearing is that this is further than just accusations. I'm hearing that this is really solid. And these claims on her are very true. Very true. And if that's the case, she gone. She gone out of here. And it's funny because she was just one of the main ones running around here using foundational Black Americans again. I'm saying everybody getting their Tether karma. There's a lot of Tether karma being dished out in the United States of America, a lot of it. And they're taking this Tether karma all the way across the board, and they have nothing to, say for themselves. They just got to basically just, deal with it. So peace out, and we'll see you later. And you ain't got nothing else to say, and you ain't got nothing else to do, and there's really no out for you other than going home. So they're about to see it. And by the way, on top of that, mass deportations have been amplified, and now you're starting to see a lot of people get wrapped up in these mass deportations because, as we stated before, they're going to take these mass deportations to another level, and people are starting to really get that blowback right now. All that stuff that was going on with the U.S. aid, what you're seeing is people like Maxine Waters and that lady. Now they're out there fighting because they don't want that dirty secret being out there. We're going to see a plethora of a bunch of people who were anti-FBA and they had anti-FBA policies. We're going to start seeing all of them get that. I've never seen so many political scandals right now. There are a lot of political scandals and a lot of people in Washington, D.C., they're sweating bricks because they understand that Trump is unearthing a lot of things that have happened to them. Let me show y'all this right here. How many of y'all seen this right here? Did you guys see? Remember how we were talking about FEMA, right? Remember now, we were all sitting here talking about how FEMA did nothing for Black people. I was affected by the hurricane. Some of my subscribers, you guys remember, we were supposed to go live when that hurricane hit the first hurricane, and we weren't able to go live. And we were okay where I'm at. However, a lot of the other brothers and sisters in Georgia were affected. How many of my brothers and sisters in Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas, I think maybe even was Alabama as well, were affected by the hurricanes? Remember when FEMA had nothing for us, right? Y'all remember that? Remember when Kamala Harris went down there and she was not paying attention to that Black lady that was talking to her and the people were just struggling? Remember when Kamala came out and said, we're going to give y'all $750? There was a lot of brothers and sisters, a lot of us right here. We couldn't do nothing. Out, no power, no nothing at all. Matter of fact, my brother Marcel, I remember talking to Marcel. Me and Marcel were trying to get up and do something, and we couldn't even talk because all the power lines were down. You know what I'm saying? So there was a lot of brothers and sisters out there that were really feeling the pain from that situation. And now what we're coming to find out is that FEMA employee set to be fired over egregious 57 million payment to NYC migrants. Wait a minute now. Weren't we right here talking about how migrants were getting all the money and how migrants were getting paid for and how migrants were getting kickbacks and how American money was going to these people? Remember, the Democrats said no. The Democrats said, hell no, that ain't what's happening. Remember, the Democrats denied that illegals were getting any type of kickback. So our suspicions have been proven correct that the illegals were getting kickbacks, they were getting money, and they were being put in those high rises. Remember, it was foundational Black Americans who blew the lid on the story about migrants living in these high rises out there in New York City, as well as other places. Before I continue, fair use, fair use, fair use. This is about teaching, scholarship, research, and commentary. Fair use. Watch this, y'all. They have been doing a lot of bad spending.
Fox News Alert, moments ago, we received this together. We received a statement from the DHS regarding the $59 million sent from FEMA to New York City migrants last week. Quote, 4 employees being fired today for circumventing leadership and unilaterally making the egregious payment for hotels for migrants in New York City. We have not announced it yet, so we have it first. There's going to be firings, the names are going to be out, and let's bring in New York Congressman Mike Lower. Congressman, your thought about that move?
Well, it's long overdue, frankly. These funds have been misappropriated going back to the Biden administration. And New York City, a sanctuary city, has been wasting billions of dollars of taxpayer money, billions with a B, to provide free housing, clothing, food, education, and health care to illegal immigrants, including criminal aliens that are here illegally. And so, I applaud, frankly, DHS for taking action to stop these payments under President Trump's leadership, because we have incentivized cities like New York and states like New York, a sanctuary state, to allow this to continue, and it has to stop.
Look, it cost New York, and it's a little selfish of us, billions of dollars because the water was wide open for 4 years. And the mayor that spoke up got exiled in the Democratic Party. Ironically, he's about to be, I guess, in a way, pardoned or protected by this president, who sees a lot of the targeting of Mayor Eric Adams as the same thing that happened to him.
No question, Eric Adams spoke out against what the Biden administration was doing. He said that the migrant crisis was, quote unquote, destroying New York City. Kathy Hochul authorized billions of dollars of state taxpayer money to pay for all these expenditures. Meanwhile, she's fleecing hardworking New Yorkers $2,500 just for the privilege of driving to work. It really just speaks volumes to how inept, incompetent, and corrupt New York has become under feckless leadership.
Right.
Okay, fam. We were the main ones, all of us right here, doing extensive coverage on this. We were the main ones talking about how they was getting money. Y'all been seeing how crazy some of these videos are that are coming out with Maxine Waters in them. They're having these run-ins with people running up on them. They are scared. They were running up on Elizabeth Warren, and Elizabeth Warren was in this thing absolutely petrified. She was sitting here saying things like, yo, I'm basically she damn near saying she ain't going back to jail. You know what I'm saying? They've been finding a lot of things about people, and a lot of this money and a lot of this blowback is coming down on these people. And the Democrats are out here having these, they're yelling at people. Matter of fact, let me show y'all this. Check this out. This is Maxine Waters right here. Maxine Waters got ran up on out in the streets the other day. And man, she is petrified. Watch this, y'all. They're asking her about the money, and people really want to know.
She's got to go get in her big black taxpayer-funded SUV.
Oh, yeah, that's what happens when you're a member of Congress.
That's what happens when you don't have transparency in the government. Why do you deserve a big black taxpayer-funded SUV? Is that why you're so against Doge? Is that what the problem is? What's up with the lack of transparency in your... What's the problem with transparency? Who the fuck are you? Why are you pushing?
She had some of her goons run up on this guy, y'all. Watch this. One of her goons ran up on dude.
What's the problem with transparency? Who the fuck are you? Why are you pushing? What is the problem with Doge? What is the problem with
It's getting real. They're about to fight.
She's got to go get in her big black taxpayer-funded SUV.
Oh, yeah, that's what happens when you're a member of Congress.
That's what happens when you don't have transparency in the government. Why do you deserve a big black taxpayer-funded SUV? Is that why you're so against Doge? Is that what the problem is? What's up with the lack of transparency in your... What's the problem with transparency? Who the fuck are you? Why are you pushing? What is the problem with Doge? What is the problem with...
Look at them, y'all. This is what's happening in America. These folks is out there fighting based on all of this. Dudes, get your hands off me. Look at that. Oh, I got more. Check this out, y'all. They running up on people in the streets right now. And I'm hearing, y'all hearing, the whole world's hearing, it ain't even a secret, that they are so scared in Washington, D.C., that heads are about to roll, metaphorically. Check this out. They ran up on Elizabeth Warren. Yep, remember the same Elizabeth Warren who's running around here talking about she's an Indian, that $5 Indian stuff. Watch this right here. They run up on her, y'all.
The shutdown. Senator Warren, why are you so afraid of transparency? Why are you bothered by the fact that Elon Musk is attempting to expose all of this fraudulent spending? What is that about? What is the problem here? What is the problem with transparency? Do not touch me. Do not touch me. Senator Warren, I just want to answer a question. How did you get a $12 million net worth on a $200,000 salary in Congress? How did you do that?
Excuse me.
How did you do that? You can keep trying to block my camera. We're on a public sidewalk, so get off of me. So you don't want to answer that question. What is it about Doge that's such a problem to you? You just elbowed me, Senator. I got that on camera.
Thank you.
Transparency is your enemy. The shutdown.
Damn. He said transparency is your enemy.
Is your enemy. The shut.
Damn. Running up on her. People want to know. They got some real questions. Look at this, fam. And notice a lot of these people that they're coming after, it's going to be the black-faced Democrats. Look at these names on these lists, y'all. Look at this. That Omar chick, she had $45,000 in 2018. Now she's worth $83 million. Maxine Waters had $700K in 2024. Now she's worth $2 million. The Ivana Presley had $12,500 in 2024. She has $7 million. Chuck Schumer, $1.8 million in 2020. Now it's $18 million. Fam, the majority of those names are all the black-faced Democrats. Those are going to be the first ones, and you're going to start seeing all of the liberals are going to start throwing them in front of all of this blowback.
Cory Booker, the hooker. Let's look at your numbers here, bud. Ooh, $800K in 2018, bumped it up to 1.5 mil in 2022 to 23. That's not weird. 2025, 24 million? Buddy, what are we going to find? What happened? You're cooked. You're cooked. Check that off the list. Who's next? And last but not least, who? Oh, the loudest one in the room. Miss Elizabeth Warren. Now, you have been on Elon Musk's ass for a very long time now. Now, when Musk stocks were going down, the reason behind that is because Miss Warren here demanded the government put sanctions on Mr. Musk's company, and then after they lost a bunch of stock, they let up the gas on the sanctions. They no longer had them on there, and then guess what happens? Okay, so this is what happens when a government steamrolls over a company for a couple of years and then just all of a sudden stops and lets off the brake. It makes the stock go nuclear. Okay, and that is all because of Miss Warren here. And she wants to sit there and blame everybody else and sit there and say, they're after your money. We're going to make sure they're not taking away your funds. No. Ma'am, you started in politics pretty well off. In 2018, actually, you were estimated to have 7.7 million. Now in 2019, that jumped to 12 million. And then by 2022, you were at 26 million. But then funny enough, 3 years later, you're at 67 million. And you want to sit there and talk about Doge and Mr. Musk taking money out of the people's pockets?
Family, the craziest thing about all of this right here is that this is stuff that's been going on for the longest. Remember, the Democrats are the ones who said they didn't have our reparations money. So not only were they spending our reparations money in the Ukraine, they were spending it in high-rise hotels, luxury hotels, benefits and resources for immigrants. Then they was getting all this slush money and money laundering on the backside. This is no way, shape, or form good. We need to watch this and applaud all of them going down. This is what it is. Donald Trump knows that these people have been doing it. Donald Trump does it. All politicians have slush funds, backdoor. This is all mafia stuff. But the fact that he's saying, I'm going to expose yours. There used to be a supremacist gentleman's agreement about all the corruption that goes on in Washington, D.C. Okay. Everybody knows it. No one said anything because they all benefit from it. When they started putting those charges on Donald Trump, he basically said, well, y'all didn't play fair and y'all broke the gentleman's agreement. They broke the gentleman's agreement with Donald Trump by trying to put those trumped up charges on him. And now he's saying, well, I'm president again. I'm going to expose something that you guys did. You broke your gentleman's agreement with me and try to put charges on me to stop me from being the president. Then I'm going to go ahead and just expose everything that we all do, but I'm just going to highlight you guys. And that's why the Democrats in the street, man, y'all been seeing them protests out there in the street? Family, the Democrats are out there in the street and they talking literally about going to war. They are fighting terribly to get this to stop. Oh man, they out there really going at it. Let me see if I can find it. They are out there literally talking about fighting people. They're talking about going to war. Oh, here you go. Y'all know damn well if the Democrats are out there and they trying to get ratchet, they're going to send out Jasmine Crockett. Family, watch this right here. These are all I want you to see this picture. This is a bunch of politicians who know that they money is dirty money and they're about to get exposed. This ain't got nothing to do with Elon. This ain't got nothing to do with ethics. This got everything to do with fear. Watch this.
So let me tell you something, Mr. Trump. You gonna learn a few lessons from us. And I'm gonna be the first one. You and your little friend off of Twitter. Y'all about to find out, all right? Now, so let me tell you something, Mr. Trump. You gonna learn a few lessons from us. And I'm gonna be the first one. You and your little friend off of Twitter. Y'all about to find out, all right?
I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you right now. You better fall back. You better fall. That ain't gonna work. I'm telling you right damn now. You can go out there and you can talk all that talk you talking right now. They making you crash. This is what we talk about these shields, y'all. This is what we talking about. These shields always want to get in the front line to save massa. These shields want to jump in and they want to make sure massa's fully protected. They are going to put you in the front so you fold. If she really believes in her head that this is going to be some type of get up and she going to get a butter biscuit, they going to ruin your career, homie. I'm telling you now. Notice, fam, all of these politicians are out here doing all of this dirty money. But the only ones you see out here taking all of the camera, all in the front, are the Black Democratic Shields. They know what their job is. Their job is to crash out, and they about to find out the hard way. I'm telling you, this is not going to end well for them. And all them W's, they going to turn around, they going to say, well, ain't me. Ain't me. I don't know who she thinks she talking to, but if you think this going to work with Trump, you out your goddamn mind.
Let me tell you something, Mr. Trump. You gonna learn a few lessons from us. And I'm gonna be the first one.
Listen what she said. Oh, you gonna be the first one. Let Black Alpha tell you something. Jasmine Ratchet, you gonna be the first one. You gonna be the first one to take the fall. You gonna be the first one who gets their career ruined. You're going to be the first one with charges. You're going to be the first one fired. You're going to be the first one who gets evicted. You halfway right. Yep. The Democrats got you gassed up. They told you half the story. You will be the first one, but you're going to be the very first one in the worst way. If you think you are going to do something to Donald Trump, ladies and gentlemen, she talking to the goddamn president. She talking to the president of the United States, talking about you about to find out. I don't know what type of unleaded or diesel gas that the Democrats got these shields on, making them think they can fly. But you ain't doing nothing to Trump. Y'all think she gonna do something to Donald Trump? You think her hands reach that damn high? Absolutely. She way out of her league. Way out of her league. And this shows you what Democratic shields are willing to do. They willing to do anything so they can go ahead and get some biscuits. This is what it is. She gonna find out the hard way. Oh, it's about to be real bad for her. And I ain't got nothing for her. You do the dancing, you're gonna learn. Speaking of learn, family, I gotta show y'all something we did last week. This is a clip from last week. Y'all had me laughing, so I had to play it back. Let's talk about them crashing out. So you seen Cory Booker, Hakeem Jeffries, they got him. You see Jasmine Ratchet right there. She talking reckless. How many of y'all remember all them things? Y'all remember all them things from last week? You remember this? Remember this lady? She was out there putting on a show. Ever since the election, man, Democrats been out here, the black ones, jumping in front of the damn train of the Republicans. But this was last week, and she finding out as well. And by the way, I found out kind of through the grapevine, this may be a tether, y'all. I tap dance with Massa. Watch this, y'all. She go full deacon on this damn panel.
To win all the things. NEA, we have to win all the things. All the things. All the things. Our colleagues are depending on us to win all the things. Keep going, NEA. To preserve our democracy, we must win all the things. Delegates, we won't go back. We will keep going forward because we are the NEA. We are the NEA. We are the NEA.
Family, what if the tap dancing of the year, this year, next year, for the rest of the goddamn decade goes to whoever the hell this lady is? What the hell is this? What the hell? Family, this is why we have completely destroyed the Democratic plantation. They don't go hard like this for anything for FBA. I don't even know what she's talking about. Literally, I don't even know what this is about. All I see is some tap dancing. That's it. I see some butter biscuit chasing. That's it. I see some Samboing. Okay, this is Samboian. And this is what you get.
And all the things. NEA, we have to win all the things. All the things. All the things.
I'm not making this up, y'all. All the things. Every last one of the things.
NEA, we have to win all the things. All the things.
Okay, I can't no more, man. What the hell, family? What happened to the days of just regular biscuits? Are they putting fentanyl in the butter biscuits, y'all? I need to know because I'm seeing some real crazy behavior from the Democratic shields. As if it wasn't crazy enough, what they done put in these biscuits today. All right, I'm old enough to remember the regular butter biscuits before these folks was out there spazzing out, tripping out, bugging out, crashing out. I don't know what the liberals, the Democrats done put in these Democratic shields biscuits because these biscuits got these folks tripping. All right, they out here talking about all the things. Never told us what the things were, but she said she gonna get them all. I don't know what the hell is going on out here in Democratic Shield land, but I just know she's very adamant about getting all the things. Jasmine Crockett think she gonna check Donald Trump, the president. Cory Booker running around here ducking and dodging and hiding. Family, I don't know what's happening anymore. All I know is that these people are crashing out at a level of insane proportions, and I'm here for it because I love watching the crash out for people who can't stand next to us. So yes, all the goddamn things, and they all gonna get broken. So all the tools, peace out. And family, as we talk about tools and everything, we go back to the main thing, the Kendrick Lamar situation and how we've been at the forefront of all that, right? Swamp Things. You ain't lying. As we go through everything, family, and what's going on and how everything's breaking down, as we said about these tethers coming out here, and the tether's been out here running amok, talking crazy, talking reckless. Got that. Let me show y'all this tether. Y'all been seeing this dude running around here? Because this is some real where your family from type stuff right here, y'all. I need to know this man's family. Somebody let me know. This dude was out there, and I've been seeing this guy, and he's one of those tethers. I gave you the first two tethers. The first tether is, we not y'all, we want what you want. Then you got the second tether, and that tether is the one who runs around here and says, I am y'all. And then you got now you have the I'm a W tether. This guy thinks that he's a W, and he was talking about how Kendrick Lamar was out here being divisive. Watch this, y'all. Matter of fact, he was talking about the lift every voice and sing. Watch this.
Yet again, the National Football League has decided to desecrate the sacred American sport of football, a sport that has united Americans for decades by playing the divisive Negro national anthem before the game. Now look, I certainly have no problem with there being a Black American national anthem, but there's a time and place for everything.
Uh-huh. You don't like it, family, because it don't apply to you. Uh-huh.
And the Super Bowl is not the time nor the place. We don't play the Asian American national anthem, the Muslim American national anthem, the Indian American national anthem, the Native American national anthem. What has caused us to play favorites with certain Americans over every other race during the Super Bowl? What is it? The point is, the moment you start playing favorites, you inevitably exclude everyone else, everyone. And you start a controversy, which we don't need in sports. It's a place for us to heal and unite, not divide. This is why we should play favorites at all. It's why we should sing only the United States national anthem, an anthem made for all Americans that includes everybody, regardless of race, color, or creed, because that is what people don't seem to understand. Yes, America has had a hard past with racial injustice, just as every other country has. But our national anthem has always stood for one thing and one thing only. Not white Americans, not black Americans, but Americans.
Get the hell up out of here, Nigerian man. If you don't stop, no, bounce. That's what they do. He's one of those, it's all of us, or we're all in it together, okay? It's not for anybody, it's for everybody. He's one of them people right there, because what he really wants to do, you know damn well, if it's all W's, he's cool with all W's. He talks about the we can't make it just for you specifically, but he has no problems when it's just specific for everybody other than black people. Remember that. That's the supremacist lingo, all right? And remember, every time you see a tether, you see a supremacist, because that's where they learn from. What do you call him, Tetherface? That's funny. Tetherface, god damn, that's hilarious. Yeah, exactly. He wanted Bon Jovi to perform. They don't have no problem with any of that. Bon Jovi came out there, oh, they'd be loving that. They'd be loving that, because remember, nobody had a problem with any of the previous performers at the Super Bowl. Y'all got a problem with this performer because this performer represents foundational Black American independence. And then on top of that independence, this foundational Black American independence movement is stronger than anything. It's too reflective of our current greatness. It's too reflective of our empowerment. It's too reflective of the grassroots dominating. That's what it was. So they always use these terms like, they don't really want it to be this way. It shouldn't be for everybody. They only talk that it shouldn't be for one group stuff when they can apply it to us. Whenever it's one group of brown people, they cool with it. Whenever it's one group of W's, they cool with it. Whenever it's one group of the minority coalition, they cool with it. They only have a problem with that one group stuff when it's foundational Black Americans. That's the only time they call for it. So no, nice try, Mr. Mutombo. That right there is a Mr. Mutombo. Everybody want to know what Mr. Mutombo is. That right there is Mr. Mutombo, and we're not having none of his Mr. Mutombo talk. Ain't nobody buying it. You better go some goddamn where else. Try that on somebody who gonna believe you, because foundational Black Americans clearly aren't going for that. And they start using those lingos, those terms, those supremacist talking points, and all of those supremacist talking points, they don't really carry any weight anymore because we've been calling it out, we've been exposing it, and we've been highlighting it. So when it's highlighted and exposed and you can't really say anything about it, once again, what do you have? Remember, stripping all of those phrases away from all the tethers, that's the same exact thing that foundational Black Americans have been doing to everybody in the same exact element. Let me show y'all the talking points that they're going to always present to us. Since we've been really breaking it down, man. You know, we be going full speed and we be roasting and we be going in G-checking. I always got that Black Alpha energy, but a lot of people been hitting me up there like, man, we love when you break it down and you start, you know, certainly talking about the system of supremacy and you start really getting into like the professor side. So let me show y'all this right here. Somebody posted this, man. Whoever you are out there, much respect to you, because this nailed it. And this highlights and shows you a lot of the tactics that they love to use against Black Americans. And anytime you hear this, you know you're going to see a supremacist or you're going to see a tether, okay? These are the supremacist and tether talking points. You're going to hear things only racists say. Check this out. You're going to hear, what about Chicago? That's one. You're going to hear, you're the racist. That's the reverse. That's called projection, all right? What about Chicago is a projection, but it's a projection just putting it on one place. You're the racist is what they try to put off on us. Those of us who are a little old enough to remember, say, go back to the Obama era, really until Tariq made Hidden Colors. People were running around here using the term racist. We didn't start really using the term supremacist until Hidden Colors came out, the grassroots, And this is when things turn. Neely Fuller was always saying supremacists. We were saying supremacists. But what Hidden Colors did, Hidden Colors took it to another level. I like that. The racist bingo card. Absolutely. You're absolutely correct. This is what they started doing now. We did a great thing. We started saying, we're not going to use the term racist. Remember, fam, using the term racist, well, anybody can be racist. The dominant society, they already hijack and sabotage race. They know how to use that against us. They'll just start saying, what about everybody being racist? Reverse racism. People don't remember around 2009, 10, 11, 12. That's when we quit using the term racist. We start saying anti-black, and then we started saying supremacy, which puts a tag on the culprit. You got to highlight the producer of the energy opposed to just the action. If you just say race in general, well, then they'll start saying everybody's racist. When you start saying W supremacy, we know who we're talking about. We put that jacket on them. When we start talking about anti-blackness, we know who we're talking about. We put that jacket on them. This is what we do, and we're in here real deep breaking it down. You're absolutely right. Yep. They only bring up Chicago in that light. Absolutely. And we started flipping it on them. Anytime they say, well, what about Chicago? I say, what about Tennessee? All right. What about the trailer park? What about fentanyl? What about inbred? How about that? We come back with content that goes back to them. Then they say blacks commit more crime. That's another one they're going to say. And how do we handle that? We start talking about how their per capita game is a joke. And if you notice, they don't really do the blacks commit more crime stuff no more because we started hitting them with the per capita lie. All right. Meaning if two people are having a conversation, then I can easily say that there's 50% of people on the left side of the phone, 50% of people on the right side. Per capita is always meant to inflate numbers. We started hitting them with totality. Totality tells the true story. They can tell you that Kamala Harris won 90% of the black vote. But when we tell them that the totality was down 5 million people, there you get the answer. So that's another one they use. And we completely destroyed that. I'm going to go down and show y'all how we destroying all this stuff. What about Chicago? You're a racist. Blacks commit the most crime. We got rid of that. You're a race baiter. We say you're the racist. Checkmate. They say you're a race hustler. I say, well, you're the racist. You're the supremacist. That's something the supremacists would say. Thanks for showing me. Got that. They say, get over it. I am over it. Apparently you aren't. Apparently someone who is the supremacist in modern time would say that. That doesn't work. Irish were slaves. You don't see them complaining. Then we simply just say that's a lie. That didn't happen. They were indigent servants and they are still a part of the dominant society. Try again. That doesn't work. Checkmate. We move past that one. All of these are old tactics that really don't work anymore. This is what I'm saying. We're winning right now, you guys. We've gotten rid of all this. Remember now, that list you see, I want you to remember that this list has been financially compensated or compressed, shall I say. They've been compensated for it, but they have compressed what they say against us because they can no longer use it against us. They say, stop looking for handouts, learn to work harder. Then we could just say that you guys are on welfare more than anybody, okay? So that's on you. What about black on black crime? What about W on W crime? Checkmate. Then I'll pull out the statistics. You're playing the race card. I said, and you're playing the racist. Checkmate. You have the victimhood mentality. And then you could just point out how if anybody's a victim, it's really your women because your women suffer from the highest levels of domestic violence. Then they say, okay, bye. Did you see the game last night? How's the weather? How's your parents doing? You notice how they'll get off that conversation real quick. Bring up fentanyl and see how quick they want to start saying things. Bring up the trailer park and see how quick they start talking. Bring up the statistics of domestic violence or every crime against them. You know, like the two cousins that get together. They don't really like when that happens, do they? Nope. Then you were never slaves. And then you start hitting them with, well, my ancestors were slaves and built this country and you benefit from it. And then on top of that, I tell them, yes, but we still live in a system of supremacy and the legacy of all that still affects us. So either way, cut the check. And whether I am a slave or not, you still have the slave master mentality. Checkmate. It doesn't matter what color Jesus was. I don't even remember that one. Somebody put that. I don't know that. I don't even acknowledge that. You can get away from me with that one. Get off the Democratic plantation. That's another one they use because that's them trying to Republican Democrat you. That's one of the tactics that we talked about that they like to use. We don't fall for that one neither. That right there shows you that we're not representative of the Roland Martins of the world or any of that. And then we tell them simply that the Republican plantation and the Democratic plantation, they're both just two heads of the same snake, supremacy. All right. Y'all see how we got them about the paint with that one. All right. So that's not going to be them trying to put that off on us and trying to say, well, y'all is this side and that side. That's them trying to play supremacist tug of war. And we don't play supremacist tug of war with these people. Never, not at all. Then they'll start talking about, well, MAGA. We say MAGA, red, blue, left, right, Democrat, Republican, conservative. It's all supremacy to us. We don't put supremacists in boxes. That's them trying to put supremacy in boxes, y'all. We don't fall for that game neither. That doesn't work. Then they start hitting you with the black unemployment rate, right? That's one of the ones they'll start hitting you with. Well, the black unemployment rate and all this stuff, that's what the Democrats kind of try to use on you when the Democrats are trying to get you to fall for their okie doke, their hustle, their con game, okay? Then they talk about it's not racism, it's preserving our heritage. Now what we're doing, when you start hearing that language, that's the language of them trying to get to you so you can basically fall for the whole everybody does it. It's not really this problem. It's that problem. That's the projection and the deflection that they use. Shout out to my brother. My brother always says all they use is subterfuge and deception. Well, subterfuge and deception does not work on this generation. So they're going to have to try better next time, Billy Bob, because certified foundational Black Americans don't go for that. These are all old, outdated tactics that the dominant society cannot use on us anymore because, quite frankly, it just does not work. And then the final one that they use is simply, it's not about race. And then we simply just deny, and we let them know off rip, none of those tactics will work. None of those tactics go. So every single thing that they try to come up with, all that is a ploy. And then you point out the very fact that all you're doing is operating off of slave mentality, okay? Meaning that you are the slave master mentality. Remember, y'all, when people always talk about, well, blacks have a slave mentality, you always got to say, well, they have the slave master mentality. And it's called supremacy. It's called anti-blackness. This is what they always try to push on to us. Therefore, we call all that out and we expose that to the T. So those are the things that we always talk about. Those are the things we highlight. And there's plenty more. We all got one. We could sit down all together and y'all would have 10 different things that y'all heard growing up. I'll have 10 different things. Some brothers and sisters in the West Coast, they know those tactics. Because remember, supremacy is all just based on different tactics. That's all supremacy is. It's just tactics. You got this supremacist, overt, covert. You got blatant, you got behind the scenes. All of those things are just difference because remember, when they all go home, they all shake hands and they're all friends. And this is what they try to perpetrate upon us. Therefore, we expose all that. And I always teach people, just don't trust them. And you've already learned the first lesson. All right. If you need to get to first base, second base, third base, and go home, first base is not trusting them. And if you don't trust them, you're going to be able to go far. Once you get to the next base, that's all about foreseeing the BS. Third base is understanding that they're all coming from different angles and then just being certified empowerment. You're going to round that goddamn thing. You're going to hit a grand slam. You're going to be heading back home. Now, showing everybody this on the other side. Yes, yeah. I don't see color. Yeah, that's I don't see color. I don't see color. And basically what the main thing is, and I always tell people, first off, this is what I always tell people. Whenever you're having a conversation with them, first off, you are there to talk. You ain't there to listen to them. Remember that now. The first step is I'm not here to listen to you because I'm not here to have a debate with you. I already know who you are. I already know your tactics, know where you're coming from. I'm here to just speak my mind and let it be known. Like me and my brother say, I'm not here to change your mind. I'm not here to hear what's on your mind. I'm here so you hear what the hell I'm saying. Checkmate. That's where you come. So your number one step is you don't listen to them. You don't answer any of their questions and you annihilate. That's the number one rule. You go in there with the victory standpoint of I'm going to get my ish off. I'm going to checkmate and go. Nothing in this world that they throw at you cannot be solved without regulating. You do some real regulating, real G checking, and I promise you, everything is a wrap. So that's what it is. I hate when black folks explain. I ain't here to explain. I hate when black folks complain. I ain't complaining. I'm not here to apologize. I'm not even here to meet you halfway, okay? I'm here to get up, get dressed, go to the goddamn bank, get the money. If you pop up in the meantime, in between time, you get checkmated out the way, and I guarantee I'm going to have this money in my goddamn hand. That's the FBA way, and that's how you win, and that's why we've been winning. So going back to the point, we don't give a damn how you feel. We don't give a damn about your opinion. Like I told people, you ain't qualified to step to a foundational Black American. Said it. You ain't qualified to come up in foundational Black America with an opinion. Damn you, damn your opinion, damn your mama's opinion. Rest in peace of my Aunt Yolanda. My Aunt Yolanda used to say, F you and 10 mm-ms that look like you. That's the energy that we got. And that energy results. Now we win it because we got rid of the emotion and now we strictly business. We got rid of all their little talking points and now we strictly regulating. And we got rid of all the games being played and now we certified. That's the difference. Speaking of all the stuff that they're doing right now, think about what they're doing with Kendrick Lamar and how they're upset. Can I go ahead and just tell brothers and sisters this real fast? Can I go there real quick? It ain't nothing new. Remember who these people are. What my man DMX said. Once again, dogs for life. Rest in peace to the dog. DMX said it best. I got to quote the dog, man. Somebody told me, a lot of people said, that I remind them of X, man. It's my guy. Much respect to the dog. DMX said it best. He said, trust everybody to be themselves. Just trust in the fact that you can see them well. Trust that a snake gonna be a snake, all right? Trust that a thief gonna be a thief. And trust that a supremacist gonna be a supremacist. And trust that a damn tether gonna be a tether. Once you got all that down pat, and that's a simple lesson, you can learn that fast. Once you got that, and you certified, empowered, winner. Checkmate, you're already the champion. That's how we moving. Shout out to Cincinnati in the building. Shout out to Cincinnati in the building. Yes, indeed. Much respect. Matter of fact, we're going to talk about Cincinnati. I see my brothers and sisters in Cincinnati run some people off. We're going to get there. We still bubbling. We in here. But anybody out there surprised by what's going on with the whole situation out there with Kendrick Lamar? Why is anybody shocked? You know what this Kendrick Lamar situation is right here, y'all? It's FBA. It's Foundational Black American Empowerment. But I'm going to tell you what else it is. It's also revenge against Beyonce. Did Beyonce not just win the Grammy? Remember how mad it was? I don't know why people shocked at how they saying, I didn't like Kendrick Lamar. It was terrible. I didn't like Kendrick Lamar's performance really means my ass is just angry and upset. I didn't really understand his performance really means that I'm just scared and terrified. That was no good and it was boring really means I'm a petrified supremacist who ain't worth $1. They did the same exact thing with Beyonce. Same thing. This is what they were saying about Beyonce just a few days ago.
Beyonce. If you're not Beyonce, you can keep scrolling, but I'm going to give her a minute to get here.
She's not coming.
Hey, girl. Hey, Miss Beyonce, Miss Destiny Child, Miss Jay-Z's wife, Miss Cowboy Carter. Look, I don't know what I'm supposed to call you. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm supposed to call you. And I know this might be hard to understand because I have such a country twang and that might be hard for you to understand. But I just have a question for you.
This broke Becky is out here trying to shame Beyonce. Beyonce, who out here sitting on $1 billion. Beyonce out here sitting on stardom and fame, a legend. This is how pathetic these people are, y'all. They literally will be broke Becky's and she thinks she's saying something to Beyonce. If you don't sit your broke Becky ass down.
How much should that Grammy cost you? Because you see, I have a new bookshelf and I thought maybe a Grammy would look kind of cute on it. So how much did it cost you?
It costs your attention, it costs your energy, and it costs your sleep. Because apparently you ain't getting none of that. Family, you see what we saying? Notice how these people are triggered. Notice that. This is what I'm saying, y'all. Don't be emotional. Don't go back and forth with these people. Winners don't go down. Winners don't complain. They're upset. Look at this lady's face. Look how angry she is. She ain't affected Beyonce. Hell nah. This is the difference. There used to be a time where Black Americans would get upset and we would elevate them people almost like they were winning. Now they're upset and looking up at us because we're winning. Been winning the whole damn time, but now the brothers and sisters see it. This is exactly what I said it was. This is not certified foundational Black Americans upset. This is the Mayo meltdown. And remember, he or she who melts down is he who she is broken. Easy work. More.
As somebody who lives in Nashville, unpopular opinion, maybe, I don't know, maybe popular. Beyonce winning Best Country Album is a slap in the face to the ones like Lainey and Casey and Chris that have dedicated their entire career life to being a country music artist.
So basically the Black person won and you took a loss. This is all I have taken an L blues. This is the I'm getting, served blues.
I don't care what you tell me. Didn't hate her album, just don't think it's country music. She's not in Nashville. She doesn't come to Nashville except for on a tour date. The people that are here or they're in country music, they're living and breathing it. They're in the bars in Nashville. They're promoting their music.
Notice how she's trying to use Nashville. Family, all country music artists don't live in Nashville. No, shout out to Nashville, Cashville, much respect. I love Nashville. But notice how she's trying to make it a Nashville thing. Y'all see that, right? They're not in Nashville. They're not in Nashville. No. What are you talking about? Notice, fam, she don't say nothing about all them other people who ain't in Nashville. What she's really saying is that she's not black, is what she's trying to say. Or that she is black and she's not white. That's what she's really trying to say.
They're in Texas. They're riding horses. They're doing stuff that is the lifeblood of country music.
Beyonce's from Texas. And they've all attended all the black rodeos down there.
I am. This is a political rigged thing, and it's really hard to watch the Grammys now.
Well, good. Goodbye.
So I'm a little late on this one, but I still had to get it in. Did y'all see Beyonce win Country Album of the Year at the Grammys? So here's a picture of her, and she's so surprised. But what I want to point out is this. Girl, you are worth $760 million. Your husband's worth $2.6 billion. You do not have to put up with underwires anymore.
Is Betty Lice sitting here trying to talk about Beyonce's bra? You see how bad we beating these people, y'all? You see how excellent we are, how much we shine. Look at this woman. Look at this face and then think about Beyonce. This person is talking about Beyonce's bra. This is a male meltdown. Simple and plain. He who is complaining, she who is complaining, damn sure ain't winning. So basically, translation, okay, as we translate it, the Kendrick Lamar situation. You're mad at Kendrick. It wasn't good. It was born. In reality, you getting yo whooped and you upset. All the Beyonce won the Grammy. Beyonce won this. Beyonce's bra. Translation, you getting yo whooped and you upset. You see what happens when they upset. You see what happens when they lose. You see what happens when they can't compete. They break down. Let me tell you something, and I mean this. Quote this like I spoke this. This is the realest thing I'm ever going to say, all right? Don't ever get emotional. Don't ever give a damn about people who are always mad at your success. If somebody's always mad about your success, someone's always angry, someone's always bitter, then that person walks around with an L all goddamn day. And when someone's walking around with an L all goddamn day, Mayos, then that means we walking around winning all goddamn day. And winners pay no mind, no attention. The only thing you do when you winning and you encounter a loser is you laugh at their ass. And right now we laughing all the way to the bank, and they can't handle it because they can't stop it. They out here talking. Hey, that's why I was telling brothers and sisters. They always mad about something foundational Black Americans are doing simply because they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? One thing about me, y'all know me, I ain't nobody else. When I talk, I'm always talking about excellence. I'm always talking about winning. I'm always talking about getting. Somebody said, Black Alpha, you should be a motivational speaker. I said, that sounds good. But see, thing is, my foundational Black American motivational speaking only going to be for foundational Black Americans. So you can be mad at that too. And guess what? Just how I said a minute ago, I'm going to be the winner laughing. I'm going to be the winner laughing when they can't come around us because they not like us and never could be. This is why we out here holding it down on another level, right? We are holding it down on another level and winning on another level. At this point, the winning is so flawless, man. I'm talking about flawless victory. We out here really getting it in. Absolutely. Did y'all see this, y'all? Fam, these people can't stand next to certifieds. Certifieds are just moving so goddamn clean. They've been trying to put out all of this propaganda against foundational Black Americans, you know, to try to scare us, all right? Scare tactics don't work on us. Look at this right here. I'm going to show y'all. They put this out. They said another race hoax. A message stating F N-words, Trump rules was found at Rhodes College campus. The individual who reported the message just admitted the whole thing was fabricated. I'm going to show y'all this, and we're going to talk about what happened in Cincinnati. Because notice, fam, the dominant society can't trick us no more. They can't hustle us no more. They can't democratic shield us no more. So now they're trying to use scare tactics. And you know what they finding out, man? FBA ain't scared. So now what?
Breaking news tonight. Rhodes College says the person who left racist messages on campus has now admitted to leaving those messages. They were discovered earlier this month near the National Pan-Hellenic Council Plaza, which is the only space on campus that pays tribute to the historically Black sororities and fraternities at Rhodes. The signs led to a silent protest last week there in the library. In a statement, Rhodes says the perpetrator reported the act with the intention of placing the blame on someone else. That person has since taken responsibility for the message. This matter has caused enormous pain to our community, and we are taking appropriate steps to hold this individual accountable, including all legal avenues that may be available to us. That is a statement from Rhodes College.
Y'all remember all those text messages that were happening after the election? Remember all that, and black folks who are Democrats were sucking that stuff up, and they were like, man, hold on now. They gonna get us. We told y'all. All that they're gonna deport us. All of this is coming from the same place. This is all trying to scare black folks on the plantation. This is what it is. Everything is always going to be politically motivated to get black Americans on somebody's plantation. I want everybody to understand that. This is what this is right here. They're running around right now making all this up. And remember how we said that was fake. And by the way, remember how they brought that story up after the election? How many of y'all remember that story? Remember them text messages? Y'all notice you never heard the follow-up story to any of that? Notice that now. You never heard the follow-up story to any of those text messages because we said it was capped from the beginning. Nobody believed any of those stories. Anytime they start hitting you with a story and then you don't see the story no more, then you know they're lying. And in this case, now everybody's showing you that it was all capped. This is just them trying to get foundational black Americans on that damn Democratic plantation. And it's not working. So they're trying to utilize every single fear tactic available and possible so they can do it. We knew that first one was a lie. Didn't no brother or sister go for that. Now this one is a lie. And it's always political. They always say something. They be like, man, Trump trying to get y'all. We told y'all Trump was going to get y'all back now. And we ain't going for it. Brothers and sisters out here are not scared. Not at all. I'm telling you, it is an absolute positive renaissance energy different. We hitting different. We moving different. We stronger than ever. I'm always saying we building, we working, we shining, we grinding. I'm always saying we untouchable, unbreakable, unmatched, and stronger than ever. And I stand by all of that because as strong as we are, y'all, is as scared as they are. Remember that. So yeah, that came out as a lie. The whole text messaging came out as a lie. So there's a tug of war. The Republicans are trying to pull us in. The Democrats are trying to pull us in. Both sides are trying to get foundational black Americans on board. They got a lot of things where really, fam, they're out here contradicting themselves. They're out here contradicting themselves. Let me show y'all how much they out here contradicting themselves. Y'all want to see something? I'm going to tell y'all this right here. Y'all going to be like, what in the world is happening in America? Let me show y'all. The contradiction is powerful right now. They're sending out some people to talk about the Kendrick Lamar thing. Now, you seen how you had everybody out there and they were hating on the Kendrick Lamar performance and they was trying to run with that narrative. And remember, y'all, they run with narratives simply because they want to create the narrative. That's what it was. Because to be real with you, the average person out here was loving that performance. All right. And they seen the way people were loving that performance with Kendrick. They loved it. So people ran to the internet real quick to try to get out there and get ahead of it. See, nowadays, people always try to run to the internet and start a lie so they can get ahead of everybody liking it. They wanted to put out that misinformation. They wanted to put out those misnomers so they could try to trick people. All right. That's one of the things they always done. How many times have y'all seen a rapper's album come out and the damn album don't come out until 12 at night, midnight, and at 11:58, their fans are already saying it's a classic. Drake, that was happening with Drake. Drake's album would come out at midnight, 12 o'clock. His fans was already on social media at 11:58 making the declaration that it was a classic album. That's what they were trying to do with Kendrick. Everybody was out there loving it. Family, 133 million people do not watch it because it was so bad. All of that is coming from the hater class. The majority of everyone loved it. That's why everybody's talking about it. If they didn't like it the way they said they didn't like it, wouldn't the whole world be talking about it, and it wouldn't be the top of conversation on the planet Earth. And it's the topic of conversation on the planet Earth. He's trending every goddamn where because it was great and everyone loved it. Nice try to be a narrative hustler. Nice try to be a narrative con artist. Go out right now on the internet, say how something's so good, then you come to find out it wasn't. Y'all remember? I'm going to give you an example. Y'all remember when Drake used that AI Tupac and Snoop? Y'all remember that? Drake used the AI Tupac and Snoop. And I remember me and my wife were sitting there and we was talking. And I remember going to the internet as soon as it dropped. And fans, Drake fans, were out there declaring that a chess move. It was the end of the battle. How many times did they declare the end of the battle with Drake and Kendrick? And it was always slanted toward Drake. Remember, this is why Kendrick's winning. This is why the battle's over. Kendrick, damn Drake, he done already destroyed Drake. Kendrick is winning in life right now, all right? Him beating Drake, that's old. Ain't nobody talking about Kendrick's winning against Drake. That's over. Game over. Done. Kendrick is winning in life. He done wrapped up Drake so bad, Drake is in the past. Everybody was out there, all the Drake fans. Remember, Kendrick's momentum, Kendrick's love, and Kendrick's energy is coming from a place of real, natural, organic vibes. Everybody chose to like him. They made up their own mind. They came up with their own decisions. They really vibed with him. Drake came from a place of contrived. It came from a place of narrative hustling. It came from a place of promotion. You're dealing with the counterfeit versus the certified. And Drake is the counterfeit. Kendrick is the certified. That's why you see the difference in it. Nobody made themselves like Kendrick. People listen to it. I like that song. People heard it. I like that song. People, I like him. I like his performance. All the hate against Kendrick is manufactured. All the love for Kendrick is organic. And that's why he's at the top of the profession right now. But I remember when that song came out, they were trying to say that Drake was a chess move. It was the greatest song ever. Oh my God, he's got an AI Tupac. And his fans were trying to hurry up and type it in. The same people that ran to the internet and tried to put out bad press about Kendrick's performance, those were the same ones running to the internet trying to put out good press about Drake's diss songs. Fast forward, did that AI Tupac and Snoop song age well, everybody? Did that age well? Does anybody remember that song? Hell, they done snatched the song off the internet. And now, when all of the hype comes down, all the promotion, all the control manufactured, now everybody's looking at it and they're saying, that was corny as hell. That was corny as hell. You used an AI Tupac and an AI Snoop to help you in a battle. You see what happens when you look past all of the fakeness, all the counterfeit, all the artificial? Real is always going to rise to the top. That's one thing about FBA. You push us down, you knock us down, you put out all these fake narratives. We just went down the whole list of all the fake slogans that the dominant society puts up, all that fakeness, and we crushed it with all our realness. All of that artificial, and we crushed it with all of our authentic. All of that manufactured, and we crushed it with all of our organic. That's why we call it the grass roots. And there's nothing more real than the roots, because the roots are from the soil and it's the realest. That is the foundational Black American grassroots movement that we are all a part of. And that was Kendrick Lamar's performance at the Super Bowl that he's a part of. And it all works together as one. That's why we out here winning. That's why these people cannot compete. And speaking about people can't compete, I'm sorry, this was the best thing ever. And I want to show the family again. This right here is how Drake's feeling. Michael Jackson, shout out to you, family. You done seen Kendrick Lamar go full Thriller on Drake. Drake done had to put out statements. Drake done had to sue, and it all came back down. So not only did Kendrick Lamar go out there and stand on business for the lineage, the heritage, and culture, and just have a good, positive message. Let's say that as well, y'all. Just go out there and have a good, strong, positive message. That is one. On top of him doing that, though, family, he went out there and he put an end to a rap battle that was really already done. So he basically came out and he knocked down 2 birds with 1 stone. And that is to be commended and that is to be represented. Let me tell you something. When the poet rapper outdoes the party rapper with a party song, damn. When the rapper that's got all the little kid fans rapping the other rappers' songs who makes the conscious music, damn. And that is exactly what happened during this whole thing. Don't let nobody tell you that that was all about Drake. Drake was nothing more than the last damn song that got him G-checked and wrecked in the damn process. So it was an absolute powerful performance. I send a lot of love and respect to Kendrick Lamar because he wasn't out there. Like I said, Megan Thee Stallion didn't show up. There wasn't nobody twerking on there. There was none of that. These people always try to feed us degenerate behavior, and we denounced the degenerate behavior, and we went out there with some real certified behavior, and that's why things really got accomplished during that whole situation. And apparently, by the numbers speak for them damn selves, that it was very, very astonishing the way things turned out, the way things played out, and it played out for the best. So everybody's talking about FBA right now, and quite frankly, they don't have a choice because FBA wins. Now, we've seen a lot of people trying to tell us what it was all about. We've seen a lot of people trying to give us their remixed versions of what really went on, and they try to twist things for what it really wasn't. Let's really give the true meaning to how the lineage talk. Remember, fam, this is for the culture. This ain't for them. Let's go down that list. I want to show everybody. Check this out. When he put up Game Over, let's go there. We done seen Rainbow Rob. If you're just now watching this episode, please rewind and find Rainbow Rob, who tried to tell us that Kendrick Lamar's performance was about the Skittles bag community. Go check that out. Yes, indeed. We done seen Mayo Melissa, and she tried to tell us that it was so bad and so mean. Then we seen Tether, whoever the hell, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. They try to tell us it was really about the Tether community. And now we're going to get there and talk about how it was really about foundational Black Americans. Nobody is entitled or qualified to speak on foundational Black Americans other than foundational Black Americans. Here we go. Absolutely. The haters keep on hating and foundational Black Americans keep on paper chasing. That's what it's all about. Here we go. Game Over. When he ended the show, turned the TV off, and he's talking about Uncle Sam and everything like that, family, the Game Over was basically going back to the beginning, how this was all one big grand scheme where people are being played and they're caught in the matrix. That's something the foundational Black Americans have been talking about, and how he overcame all of that, how we overcome all of that. And basically the way we sit here and we talk about the system of supremacy. Remember, he wasn't talking about Democrats. He wasn't talking about Republicans. He wasn't talking about Trump. He was talking about FBA empowerment in the system of supremacy. He was talking about oppression through racism, not that Democrat-Republican nonsense. Checkmate, checkmate, checkmate. So he was talking about that, and this is why he was saying, get over it, game over, checkmate. Basically what we say all the time. We out here winning, and this is what winners do. When you win, it's game over. Check this out. When you see Not Like Us and you seen Serena Williams come out there, they're out here talking about Drake and all that stuff. It was bigger than that. And if you heard later, ladies and gentlemen, later, what she ended up saying, Serena be also, but that's still our sister. Serena actually said she couldn't crip walk when she beat Maria Sharapova because they would have suspended her. So she had her own little get off in that right there too. We breaking it down, y'all. She had her own little get down right there. Shout out to Serena for that one as well. If anybody remembers Maria Sharapova was the person that they tried to say was our sister Serena's rival, but there was no rivalry because Serena used to mop her all the time. And shout out to my brother. My brother always says that. My brother said, you notice every time a W would beat another W at tennis, they'd say, oh, thank you. It was a great match. Anytime they get 1 point on Serena, they be out there, oh my God. They be jumping up and down. And like my brother said, he said, it ain't really about tennis, is it? It was about you beating a black person. You can see how different they acted when they got a point off on Serena than everybody else. Sharapova was trash, straight up and down. And if you catch it, Serena said, I got a chance to crip walk here because I couldn't have did it at Wimbledon. FBA creates our own goddamn narrative. Let's proceed. Furthermore, check this one out. This one right here is when it was saying warning wrong way. All right. This is what the dancers was talking about. They're talking about how it's representing and how people were going in the wrong direction. The African-American going in the wrong direction. The minorities going in the wrong direction. We all's going to be frees and happies one's days. Now we're going in the direction of certified foundational Black American empowerment. Okay. That is the way the culture sees it. And FBA writes its own goddamn narrative. Proceed. Next one. You see this. They said talking about after the street light scene. This was one of the deep ones. And if people remember the We Gonna Be All Right video, they were up by the street lights and Kendrick was floating. This ain't nothing new to FBA. This is why the Tethers couldn't hijack it. This is why the Democrats couldn't hijack it. Go back and watch this. Kendrick been on this time because the time he's on is on the grassroots time. Remember, Kendrick is speaking about something as a peer of ours. We're not looking up to him as no leader because he's not. We're not looking down on him as an outsider because he's not. He's just another foundational Black American Black man with a microphone. And he's speaking about the culture that we all live, whether they know it or not. And what they're saying right here is talking about how the culture, we're out there, we're growing, we're in the streets, the lights are coming on, we're getting stronger, the people are out there. And that's when Samuel L. Jackson was speaking to him, and Samuel L. was talking about how we all out here, you got your people with you, you got your boys with you, we growing is really what was being said. We're getting stronger. What I'm always saying, we're untouchable, unbreakable, unmatched, and stronger than ever. That's exactly what it is. The culture's on one, the lights are coming on, but we still here in the same place that we started. FBA creates its own goddamn narrative. Proceed. This right here, SZA came out. Okay, this is when they're he was teasing playing Not Like Us, but then they started him and SZA started doing their records, and you seen he said that's what America wants, nice and calm. What he's saying is that all of that they not like us. Okay, all of that turn your TV off, all of that pro-Black energy. America wants you to be nice. America wants you to be sweet. America wants you to be the non-threatening Negro. And think about it, y'all. They was trolling America. Hell yeah, they was trolling. They was trolling. Let me tell you what happened. Kendrick Lamar gave them their worst nightmare. Kendrick Lamar was representing nationalism from foundational Black Americans, all right? Not from Billy, Bob, Chad, not from Rebecca. It was FBA patriotism, in which I'm always talking about. Our patriotism is representative of our culture and what we've done in this culture in terms of building up America. Their worst nightmare. There wasn't no RBG flags out there. There wasn't no African Americans out there. It was red, white, and blue, and it was FBA. That is what he was representing. And when we represent our own nationhood, when we represent our own culture, when we represent our own citizenship to America, we're letting the whole goddamn world know you ain't got to like it, you ain't got to love it, but you better respect it, because our patriotism and our citizenship and our Americanism is stronger than everybody, including white people, because we're the originators. So that's American patriotism. In this time of America, make America great again. Everybody talking about it. Everybody talking about where you from. Everybody talking about, are you a citizen? Us being the original foundational native indigenous people, that is whooping everybody's because they want us to be African. And what we did, we said, nope, we're American number one. That part. And then when they come out and he says, oh, y'all want to be nice and soft. That's what they want. Samuel L. Jackson, when he said that, and Kendrick, they were literally clowning what everybody got mad about after the goddamn performance. They were calling their shot. They were predicting what was going to happen. He came out and straight up said, America wants it to be nice and calm and smooth and sweet. And then when he came out and he gave them that, and then he flipped it back and he got on that real G talk, and they crip walking and the brothers was out there real brothers out there, and everybody got mad, all they did was prove this point. When they got mad after the performance, that proved the point of what Samuel L. was saying when he was saying, be a nice, calm, non-threatening Negro. So basically, you done trolled everybody because you done called out what they was going to do and they still did it. Where I'm from, when I call out what you going to do and then you still do it and you fall flat on your face like all the dominant society was doing, having a Mayo meltdown, that means you lost, I win. That's exactly what happened. Furthermore, because FBA creates our own goddamn narrative. Proceed. Then, you seen Kendrick interrupts Uncle Sam's nod of approval and says, 40 acres in the mule, this is more than music. We've been saying what? This performance was more than music. This was a social renaissance. Let me tell you how much it's a social renaissance. It's so much of a social renaissance, family, that we got thousands of people right here in the chat right goddamn now. And we're all representing this social renaissance. Fam, what Kendrick was talking about was not a documentary about the civil rights era. It is not a story passed down from grandma. This is something that every single one of you guys right now, all of y'all, are living and breathing today. This is the reparations generation in real time. So when he says 40 acres in a mule, this is bigger than music. Yes, and it was bigger than the Democratic plantation. And it's bigger than Kamala Harris, bigger than Barack Obama, bigger than Donald Trump, bigger than MAGA, bigger than a Mayo meltdown, because it's all about us and we bigger than everybody else. So this is the movement, the more than music that Kendrick was talking about. You heard his performance. You saw him at the halftime show. But like I said in the beginning of this broadcast, they all got to go see this every day they walk out in the streets and encounter us because we run America. FBA creates their own goddamn narrative. Proceed. Then, you seen this. When he played Humble and all of his dancers were divided, everybody already knows what that is. Everybody was saying it's talking about the divided America. This was America separated. No, it wasn't. What it really is he's saying foundational Black Americans are the center of America. This show, let me tell y'all, this was the very first time at the highest form of the world watching. The world stops for the Super Bowl. This was the first time Black American excellence and patriotism was on the forefront. That's why it was so wonderful. There was no Africanisms. There was no RBGs. It was red, white, and blue. For the last 2 weeks, we done seen all these migrants burning the American flag, and FBA been the main ones waving it because we created it. This is what it was. This was foundational Black American patriotism at the highest levels of life. And it was the first time that the world has seen Black Americans representing the country that we're from in our own goddamn way. Not in their way, not in their way, not in their way, our way. If you did not believe that Black American excellence has reached the top of the pinnacle of America, then you better start believing now. And you, by the way, better go purchase some damn stock in FBA because we moving, because we create our own goddamn narrative. Proceed. After Squabble Up, Uncle Sam chimes in. And by the way, Uncle Sam, right? By a Black man, Samuel L. Jackson. Yep. You see how it's always what I'm saying? We don't wave the flag for Dolly Parton. We do it for Aretha Franklin. We don't wave the flag for Thomas Jefferson. We do it for Huey Newton. You can live in the same house with somebody and y'all can have two different views. It's the same exact way we can all live in America and we got two different views of history, legacy, and patriotism. We don't wave the flag for nothing that isn't ours. And we've been in this goddamn country. Proceed. How he says the performance is too ghetto and asks if Kendrick really knows how to play the game. Yeah. Ain't that exactly the hate that they've been trying to put on us? Play the game is what? You sound like a Trump supporter. You better go vote now for the Democrats now. All those boxes they try to put us in. What about the Rainbow Coalition? What about the Black and Brown Coalition? What about the Minority Coalition? This is breaking down every fake box they try to put us in. There ain't no box for us. There ain't the Democrat, Republican, Rainbow, Mexican, Black and Brown, Minority, People of Color, Tether. There's only the FBA compound. And we're breaking all of that. And he says how? It represents the entities that try to censor, control, and profit off of Black American culture. So when you remove all of that to ghetto, you remove all that, play the game, and you start doing it how you want to, then you start to see success. Again, another metaphor, another simile, and it's absolutely positively precise and concise. I don't give a damn if it went over your head because it wasn't meant for your mind. It was all about FBA because FBA creates our own goddamn narrative. Proceed. Checkmate. Kendrick plays an unreleased track from his album where he says, the revolution is about to be televised. You picked the right time with the wrong guy. Basically saying, and this is clear as day, y'all. Basically saying, y'all got me up here and I'm not out here to make you shake your know what. I ain't got no twerkers out here. I ain't got no people of color where we going to be waving everybody's flag. I'm not going to be out here being nice and sweet. You picked me. So now you about to get the uncut, raw truth. And if y'all notice, what's been separating our generation from everybody else, why we different, is because all of y'all speak the hard truth, the harsh realities. Y'all notice we stripped away every single piece of sugar coating. We ain't putting sugar on nothing. We giving everybody the harsh realities of who the hell we are and how you better get the hell out of our way. Ain't it funny how when you get on that type of time, everything falls into play? And that's what he said, and he couldn't have said it better in his Compton voice, California. He said, y'all picked me, and I'm the wrong guy. So if you thought I was going to come out here and do all the stuff that y'all want me to do, it's just like them foundational Black Americans in the street. If y'all thought we was going to go vote for who you wanted us to vote for, if you thought we was going to go tap dance, if you thought we was going to fit into your box, you got the wrong guy. And for all my sisters, you got the wrong ladies. Proceed, because we create our own goddamn narrative. Boom. Samuel L. threw it back at them right here from the Uncle Sam, and he flipped it, and he's talking about how the house slave, but in this version of it right here, y'all, he was being condescending to the dominant society. And shout out to Samuel L. M.F. Jackson, because Samuel L. was flipping all of the old lines, all the Django. He was flipping all of that, family, and he was basically saying, y'all see me playing that now, right? Well, watch how condescending, slick-witted, backhanded I'm going to be, because he was out there throwing alley-oops to Kendrick, and Kendrick was slamming them down. So you thought you was going to get that version, and instead you end up getting a whole different version, and this version right here was uncut, because FBA creates our own goddamn narratives. And when he says, this is a great American game, it's the double entendre. They're talking about football, but if you notice, it was opening up like a controller. The lights were flickering like the controls. Why was this going on this way, family? Because it's exactly what we've been saying it is the whole goddamn time, y'all. These folks is out here trying to get us to play their game. Now we're playing them. Ain't it funny how they've been out here trying to play us, but we the players? Ain't it funny how now they're getting played? Ain't it funny how they've been trying to hustle us, but we the hustlers, and you can't out hustle the hustler because we invented the hustle? Ain't it funny how they thought they had one up on us, but we got 100 up on them? Ain't it funny how they've been trying to stop us and block us, but they cannot stop us from going the way we choose to? And isn't it funny, family, that the whole damn time they thought they had FBA where they wanted FBA, but FBA is where the hell FBA wants to be. That's with us at the top, the kings and queens of the hill, and that's with everybody else at the goddamn bottom. because we are foundational Black Americans, and we said so. G-check, checkmate. Certified. All right, y'all. It has been another classic episode of the Black Alpha Cast. We wanted to break it down, create narratives. I got a sense that this was just another classic episode. I get the sense that this was another epic broadcast, one of a kind, the same way we are an epic, one of a kind generation. We went through it all, family. We broke down all of the symbolisms that we caught because it's for us. Remember, it's for us, damn them. That's what it is. We ain't asking, we ain't complaining. Matter of fact, don't even talk to us. FBA, we cocky. FBA, we arrogant. FBA, we boasting. And FBA is all in your damn face and you can't do nothing about it. This is the era of FBA pride. And I'll remove the term pride and I'll say this is the era of FBA arrogance. And we some arrogant ass people because we can be. So with that type of time, energy, and effort, we put it in. We went down all of that. We basically said F you to anybody who don't like it. We said we get into the money, we get into tangibles and prosperity, and everybody else just get the hell up out the way. One way or another, family, you're going to get rolled on or you're going to roll the hell on out. So that's what we've been doing. We broke down all the symbologies. We put it in eras. We were very historical. We put it in categories. We examined it. We observed it. We analyzed it. And we broke it down so now everyone sees what it is. And this is the FBA way. So this is true foundational Black American empowerment. This is mind, body, and soul. This is physically, mentally, spiritually. We speak it. We believe it. We receive it. And we're going to continue to put out that real energy. And when we convene right here, y'all, we always win. You know what it is. I want to tell this to the family though, y'all. Yes, indeed. Certified salute. Listen, we put some stuff together, family, how we got to ride for each other. We got to hold each other down. I got some of my brothers in here right now. I talked to one of my good brothers earlier today, fam. I want to tell everybody this. We be moving around out here and brothers and sisters be on the grind. I need some of my brothers. I know I got some brothers up in here right now that are down for some security. My brother Gene, I seen you. My brother Gene held me down. When we go places and we meet up with each other, we're going to get on that Cincinnati situation. We're going to talk about what happened in Cincinnati. But I want y'all to notice how them folks came in Cincinnati and all my brothers and sisters ran them out. And you see how brothers and sisters standing on business in Cincinnati? We need brothers and sisters like that, okay? Really, my brothers on the front line, all right? So if I got any brothers in here right now, and y'all really down and y'all want to meet up and we can really get together and provide some real, looking over each other's shoulders and watching each other's back and just having a real sincere business-like security thing, hit me up, man. Hit me up. Y'all got my email. I want to put together a good thing. And when we go places, man, we can watch after our children. We can watch after our women. We can watch. It's going to be the brothers. The brothers got to step to the plate. The brothers got to be on it, man. So y'all got to see you, Gene. Much respect. That's my brother right there. I'll never forget what you did for me, brother. Thank you. So reach out to me, Black Alpha Network family, because it's starting to get spring, starting to get hot, okay? We're going to blink. It's going to be summertime. Going to be a lot of different places we going, okay? So when we get together and there's FBA events somewhere or there's Black American events and we get together, some brothers and sisters, we need to go ahead and link up. But I need my brothers on that front line. You know what I'm saying? If I got some riders out there, I got some strong ones out there, go ahead and hit me up. I want to go ahead and put something together to where we can talk and we can just get together a real apparatus we protect. Y'all know Black Alpha. We don't talk about it. We be about it. We talk about it and then we go do it. Okay. All right. We're going to say we're going to go out there and we're going to do it. So I'm not into sitting back and watching people run up on our children. I'm not into sitting back and watching people pull up on our women. None of that. And let me tell you something. People have been talking about this for the longest, talking about what we need to do. F that. It's time now. I need some of my brothers to get up with us and we need to really get it together to when we go out there and we've seen it. I've seen what it's like when we watch each other's back. Because remember, these people are out there and they moving in units. All right. It's time we start moving in some goddamn units. Okay. I see a veterans. What, man? Everybody. Veterans, hell yeah, all my veterans. Boy, listen, let me tell you something. How did the civil rights era start? Okay, it started with veterans coming home and teaching each other. We were talking about the spook by the door. The veterans came home and they started teaching all of those tactics, the military mind. We was talking about it last week about the military mind. We've done so many things in this era, right? Politically, socially. One of the things we got to get up on is we got to get on our protecting each other's security thing. Well, we get some real good brothers who care about the movement, who care about the brothers and sisters. Okay, not people they're pro-black but they don't like black people. No, it's about people who are willing to hold each other down. We businessmen and women. It's nothing crazy, but it's brothers and sisters really watching each other. That's what I want. I want to see my brothers do. Remember, y'all, I've been down there at the hate crime in Jacksonville. I seen what it's like. I was down here with Noah Bush, the young brother who got harmed. And the one thing that struck me, brothers and sisters weren't out there protecting each other. All right. Everybody else is doing it. It's time we start doing this. That's something I want to do. I don't talk about nothing unless I'm really ready to do it, and I'm ready. So I know I got some good brothers out there. I know I got some strong ones. I got some military veterans. I got some just smart and intellectual people, and there's no reason why us brothers can't get together and start getting it. We go to these events and we watch each other's back, and it could be simply we just communicate with each other and they be like, hey man, who's that person over there? I don't know that guy. You don't know him? Okay, watch him. Who's that individual? Nope. Because you never know when these people are going to start get rowdy. You never know when these people are going to start turning up, and we're going to be right there with them, family. So this is what I want to, reach out to anybody. Hit me up. You got the Black Alpha Network. You got my email. Contact me. We want to put some things together. We want to get ahead of the 8 ball. I want all my military people. I don't give a damn. You got background in security. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. But we want to go to the places where when our brothers and sisters are out there, it's a good time. When you see our sisters out there, I want our sisters to be comfortable. When the children are out there, I want the children to be comfortable. When I was in Washington, D.C., Gene, you was with me. I took probably like 100 pictures, signed autographs, but one of the things that got me is there were so many children. All right. So I want to have the children be able to go out there and be good. The women be out there, be good. The brothers be out there, be good. Everybody. Absolutely. Nation building. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Nation building. We already got the intellectual minds. We got the savvy talk. We got the speakers. We got everything we need. The one thing we need is that warrior class, man. So it's warrior season, man. It's 225, man. And we out here, man. You know what I'm saying? We for real out here. We doing it big time. You feel me? They come around, they gonna see about us. You dig? They come around, they gonna know that FBA ain't nothing to play with. Black Americans ain't nothing to play with. Freeman ain't nothing to play with. Certified Black Society ain't nothing to play with. Never have, never will be. Okay, we ain't nobody's punk, but what we are is the greatest of all goddamn time. All right, y'all reach out to me. Y'all have a great day time. I'm gonna catch up with all y'all on Friday. We out here for real. We building, we working, we shining, we grinding. Much love and respect. Much love and respect. Much love and respect. I will catch all of you guys. I love you too. Day one. Much respect. I love her. That's like my day one. I love her. All right, y'all stay good, man. I cannot wait to see y'all. I cannot wait to tap in with y'all. Y'all know it's about to get hot, man. We about to start seeing each other, man. Summertime, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sure we're going to run into each other and just have some good FBA energy, man. I can't wait. Nothing better than being with people. You can talk to your people, but ain't nothing like being with your people. And when you put a bunch of FBAs in the same damn place at the same damn time, all you get is certified energy. And apparently, when we look around and watch the news and watch everything else, apparently certified energy runs the whole damn world. Easy. Y'all stay good, man. Love y'all with a passion. I cannot wait to see you guys again here in a few days, and we're going to turn this thing all the way up, all the way out. I want you to also remember, man, everywhere you go, every single thing that you do, not only is it all eyes on FBA, but it is also that black is beautiful, and beautiful is always black. Dogs for life, man, all the way in here. So from me to you, to the whole family, certified salute. Let's go to work, y'all. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Let's go.
Everybody knows that all the people don't have liberties, all the people don't have freedom, all the people don't have justice, and all the people don't have power, so that means none of